football fans, your UNB Reds. Good afternoon, UNB alumni, faculty and students, and football fans of all ages. Ahead of this afternoon's game, the UNB Reds would like to respectfully acknowledge that UNB stands on unsurrendered and unceded traditional Wolastoqey land. The lands of Wabanaki people are recognized in a series of peace and friendship treaties to establish an ongoing relationship of peace, friendship, and mutual respect between equal nations. Welcome now to an evening of UNB Reds football and the playing of the 11th annual Tony Proudfoot Memorial Game. Tonight the Reds welcome the four-time Atlantic Football League champions, the Holland College Hurricanes from PEI. We ask you please welcome to center field the president of the University of New Brunswick, Dr. Paul Mazerall, accompanied by UNB's Vice President of Advancement, Clint Hamilton, and members of UNB's Red Bomber alumni. We would like to draw your attention to the banners on the clubhouse at the west end of the field, and in particular to the banner on the left honoring Tony Proudfoot, whose number 24 was retired from UNB football by the UNB Red Bombers in 2011. Tony Proudfoot was co-captain of the Red Bombers in 1969 and 1970 and was an All-Canadian in 1970 along with his co-captain and teammate Dick Flynn. Tony went on to enjoy a long and successful career in the CFL, playing 9 seasons with the Montreal Alouettes and 3 seasons with the BC Lions. Tony played on 5 Grey Cup championship teams, winning the Grey Cup in 1974 and 1977. Beyond his career as a professional football player, Tony spent 30 years teaching physical education at Dawson College in Montreal. He also lectured at Concordia and McGill. The UNB Red Bombers were honored that Tony made the trip back to his university roots here at UNB in September 2009 to witness the rebirth of the UNB Red Bombers football team in the inaugural game of the Atlantic Football League. Some of the Red Bomber alumni who played in that game are here with us tonight. Sadly, we lost Tony the next year to ALS. Each year at this game, we celebrate Tony's life and ask that you give generously to the fight against ALS. The group of Red Bomber alumni at center field today represent teams from last year to as far back as the 1950s. Most, however, are members of the Red Bomber teams of the mid to late 70s, which stands out as a time in history when the football program at UNB was on the rise and ready to return to the glory of their bowl appearances of 1969 and 1970. Today we honor a particular game that was a turning point of that era. On Friday, September 23rd, 1977, Red Bombers captain and linebacker Kim McPherson woke up to find out that his right eye was completely swollen shut. This was deeply troubling, as he had 2 important events happening in the next 3 days. One, he was playing his final game against perennial powerhouse, the St. Mary's Huskies, the next day in Halifax. And 2, he was getting married that Monday, September 26th. Kim's eye opened completely by Saturday morning, and he went on to play one of the best games of his university career. St. Mary's were 18-point favorites going into the game, but as the headlines read on Monday, Bombers make skeptics believers, thrash Smoo 42-10. At the end of the game, captains Kim McPherson and John Kalina ran over to the St. Mary's sideline and asked then-coach Al Keith, who had the game ball tucked under his arm, if they could have the game ball to give to UNB head coach Jim Bourne. Coach Keith, who was understandably not in a good mood, looked at the 2 captains for several long seconds and, realizing the significance of this game to the captains and the UNB Red Bombers football team, gave them the ball. The game ball was presented to Coach Bourne on the bus ride home, and he in turn presented the ball to Captain Kim McPherson. McPherson got married the following Monday, September 26th, and he and his wife Martha just celebrated their 45th wedding anniversary this past week. The 1977 game ball is a tribute to all the former players and coaches of the UNB Red Bombers football team who have gone on to become a better person, in part because of their experiences as a football player at UNB. The values of hard work, mastering a skill, perseverance, teamwork, and a sense of brotherhood have been instilled into the generations of young men playing this sport. It has been with great pride that Kim McPherson has had the honor of presiding over a piece of UNB Red Bomber history, and today, October 1st, 2022, he presents this historic game ball to the president of UNB, Dr. Paul Mazerow. Thank you, Kim. As UNB's president and vice president of advancement gets set up for the opening kickoff, here is the starting lineup for the UNB Reds. Defense. At corner, Jaron Killam. At corner, Daniel Levac. At halfback, Cole Schneider. At halfback, Ethan Bragdon. At free safety, James Curtis. At linebacker, Jordan Colpitz. At linebacker, Ethan Ray. At linebacker, Cam Hayward. And at linebacker, Justin Ellingwood. On the defensive line, Will Keats. Also on the defensive line, Alex Murdoch. And filling out the defensive line, Morgan Martin. At this time, we invite UNB's president, Dr. Paul Mazerow, and UNB's vice president of advancement, Clint Hamilton, to please do the honors by performing our ceremonial kickoff for the 2022 Tony Proudfoot Memorial Game. Thank you, Paul, and thank you, Clint. We ask you now to please rise, if you can, and remove your hats for our national anthem. Mr. Head Referee, the field is yours. Let's play football.
Good evening, Bomber fans everywhere. Autumn has arrived in earnest. The days are shorter, the temperature is crisper, and the colors of the trees will turn from green to red to gold and orange. Today is the Tony Proudfoot Memorial Game, when echoes of Bombers that came before surround BMO Field. This is a reunion weekend for the Bombers, and more than spirits of earlier Red Bombers are here, and we have 40 plus of Bomber alumni to walk over and root for the 2022 Bombers as they take on the Hurricanes of Holland College. I have Justin Wise in the booth with me, and we're looking forward to a great game. What are you thinking, Justin?
Good evening, Ian. This is fantastic. The Tony Proudfoot Memorial Game, always a highlight of the Bomber schedule. It's a great day, tons of alumni support, just a fantastic day for football.
So if you weren't aware, this was an alumni weekend to make a special occasion of the Tony Proudfoot game, and I believe that there's going to be an award of a scholarship to the winner of the Tony Proudfoot Award, and we'll mention that name a little later in the broadcast. But this is a big deal, as we've got alumni from all the way back to the early 1960s, and we even had Pat Forbes from your era to represent the newer Bombers, as we did a reception this afternoon and had Coach Bourne, Coach Dollamore, and one or two lies were told in the reception room before we got together. But it's all about tradition today. And talking about tradition, we've got two perennial powerhouses in the Atlantic Football League meeting today, with the Holland College Hurricanes versus the UNB Red Bombers for tonight. And I think we need special mention to make sure that we're talking to not only the well-being of the Hurricanes, but also their family, given what happened with Fiona. And there's still, I think, about 25% of the people in Prince Edward Island that don't have power. So God bless all of them, and thank them for being able to come to do more entertaining things than the basic things that are responsible for life, like having to deal with an aftermath of a storm like Fiona.
Yeah, it's absolutely fantastic that we're able to even have this game today, given what's going on there. So it looks like the Bombers won the toss and the coin toss and deferred. So I think that means that they will be receiving the football, kicking off the football to start the game. And I'm just reading the signals. We can't hear what's going on down on the field.
So just to remind everybody, for the Bombers, this is their third game of the 2022 AFL season. They were beaten by Dalhousie 29-25 in the first game at Wickwire Field, where they had 2,500 fans watching that game. And then they were victorious over UNBSJ last weekend. Holland College Hurricanes were victorious in their first game against UNBSJ, but of course their game was postponed after the storm from last weekend. So as far as the Hurricanes are concerned, they're undefeated, but this is going to be a perennial test for these two teams as to who will get home field advantage come playoffs.
Yeah, and some fans still trickling in. I don't think we're quite at the 2,500 that they had down at Wickwire, but it's a beautiful night here, so it's a great time to watch a football game. And I think I was mistaken there. It looks like the Bombers will receive to start the game.
So another gorgeous day in Fredericton, and as we can probably see from Lauren's camera, the vista on the St. John River Valley is gorgeous again, and we're about to have another fantastic contest between the Holland College Hurricanes from Charlottetown, Prince Edward Island, and the UNB Red Bombers from Fredericton, New Brunswick.
Big kick from the Hurricanes, Kyle Cameron.
A little bit of backspin on that.
And then it just died. That was odd.
Red Bombers took it well. They're making great gains on the initial run.
Dom Hall with a huge return, bringing it out to the Bombers' 50-yard line.
Great place to start their drive for the first quarter.
It'll be first down Reds.
So the Red Bombers took advantage of having both quarterbacks for last game. Let's see what we bring out. And not what I would have predicted. We've got Noah Dominy as the pivot for the beginning of this game for UNB.
Well, that's really interesting. I'm really surprised by that. Last week's starter, Hunter Sturgeon, phenomenally talented quarterback, but Dominy did a great job when he came in the second half. So clearly some strategy going on here.
A little bit of an end around. Looked like it was an option for number 86, but he's brought down with a gain of something like about 2 yards.
Yeah, so that'll bring up second, and we'll see exactly where they mark it, but I think that'll bring up second and 7. Oh, stick guy's got to be a little more on the ball there. They started moving the back stick. The stick crew today, it looks like those are some Leo Hayes varsity Lions running the sticks over there.
Small plug for your alumni.
That's it.
Looks like an even split for UNB, second down and 8. Fake the end around, fake the counter. Didn't surprise the Holland College defense whatsoever. Number 7, Tyler Hobbs with the tackle.
He's wrapped up in the backfield by Tyler
Brought down for a loss, so that'll bring up third and long. Third and about 10. And the Red Bombers punt squad will come out and take the field. No, not much wind at all today on the field. Temperature, I think it's about 15 degrees, so it's good playing conditions.
So it looks like we have some tourists from Holland College yelling to block that kick on the sideline.
They're very vocal. They're here to support their team. High snap, but he gets it off for a very short punt.
Oh my!
Oh, the Bombers are going to recover that.
Can we?
Yeah, can we see? We're
replay coming up. We think it came off of the legs of number 13 of Holland College. And Red Bombers are very fortunate being able to pick this up if you saw this correctly.
So it's off his shin right there, which means it's a live ball. And the Bombers are covered.
Even though you didn't see it behind the post, Lauren did her best to get this shot, but it is a Red Bomber first down. Thank God Jeff Landine told us. We would have thought something didn't happen.
So huge break there for the Red Bombers.
First down and 10.
It'll make up for the initial stumbles on offense.
Looking left for a quick flare pass. Great gains for the Red Bombers. Looks like it's a potential first down.
Green pass to Seb Brown goes for 15 yards. It'll be a first down, UNB.
Well, regardless of our prediction, Seb Brown makes sure everyone knew that it was a first down for the Red Bombers. So we have first down and 10 from just inside the 41-yard line going in towards the Holland College end zone.
Yeah, he was confident about that one for sure.
Lots of motion by UNB. Again, a fake end around to the right-hand side, but met with a host of Holland College. Defensive players for a short gain by UNB. Second down and probably about 9.
Yeah, so last game we saw the Bombers going up the middle a lot, very effectively. So, we know that the Bombers coaching staff does a lot of scouting, so obviously the scout report on the Hurricanes is a little different. And from what we've seen, the front lineup of the Hurricanes pretty effective at bottling up the Bombers' run up the middle so far.
Steps back for the pass, looks to the right, wide open, number 3.
It's Dom Hall.
Dom Hall being surrounded by 3 Hurricanes, and he's still
be
up.
A first down.
Dominique's pass complete.
First down, Red Bombers.
Good for a UNB first down.
Dom Hall with a great catch, but he was wide open.
It'll be first down, UNB from the 25.
We'll see if we can see that one again.
Oh, I think we're all set to go here.
That's okay. That's okay.
First down from just about the 24-yard line.
Dominique in the gun.
Looks right again.
Going again to Dom.
Nice throw to Dom. Again, surrounded by a host of Hurricanes for a short gain for UNB. Should be second down.
Dom picked up 3 or 4 yards there after contact. He's a fierce player. He's a fierce receiver for a man of short stature.
You're not saying he's vertically challenged.
So that's a second and about 7 for the Bombers.
Oh, Dom is taking a knee, so we're going to have a short timeout to make sure that he's okay.
This injury timeout gives us the opportunity to thank a few people. We'd like to
so again, I want to fill somebody in if they haven't noticed that we've had a wonderful reception today of some UNB Red Bomber alumni with Coach Dollamar, Coach Jim Brown, a number of players from the 60s, the 70s, and also Pat Forbes from the newest version of the Red Bombers. It was a lovely afternoon, and they're all here to watch the 2022 Red Bombers. Looks like we've got second down and 8.
Oh, and the Bombers put the ball on the ground, but Dominique jumps on it, keeping possession. But that'll bring up 3rd and long.
Trouble on the interchange. They tried for an end around to the left-hand side.
It'll be a loss of 4 on the play.
So we might let's see if we can see that one again. Oh, maybe not. They're gonna. Oh yeah, here we'll see something.
Yeah, you'll see the motion coming from the left-hand side, but 84 is not able to get the handle of that.
Well, and I'm surprised we didn't get an offside call there. It looked like some people jumped, but
they did get an offside.
They did. Yeah, so there you go.
Second down and 2.
Yeah. So that'll be 5 yards forward. Replay second down.
Up the middle, off the right-hand side.
Oh, and he's going to catch that end. Oh, no, and he's brought down. But I think that'll bring him up first. That was brought down by Jake Lynch.
John Fries was the ball carrier for the Red Bombers.
UNB a 2nd and 2. John Fries with that carry, and he picks up the necessary
Let's
yardage.
watch. We see the left guard pull, number 64.
First down and just short of the goal line for UNB.
Lynch did a great job
again,
getting his hands on him there.
Coach Sturgeon trying to install the dominance of his offensive line just like he did last week. And looks like we're first down and 10 from the 11. And Dominique play action, throws again to his right. Taken out of bounds, number 87, Bradley Manderfield.
Pass complete to Brady Manderville.
Manderville is the Swiss Army knife of this offense. He can he'll play any position and he'll do it well.
So we're 6.5 yards from the goal line. It is 2nd and 5. Motion to the left. Counter to Fries.
For small gain.
Just shy of the 5-yard line. It'll be 3rd down for the Red Bombers. Here comes the decision. Do they go for the 3 points or they go for the touchdown?
Yeah, it looks like they're going to try to kick this. This may well end up being a very tight scoring game. I think this is the right choice.
I agree with you. It's especially early on in the game just to build some confidence. There's nothing wrong with going up by 3 points after a nice long drive like that.
That's it.
It's certainly deflating to come away with nothing when you're this close. And it's 8:57 left in the first quarter. UNB attempting a 3-point field goal.
Ryan Lee, the kicker.
And the kick is good.
Okay, I wasn't. I was a little more to the right. From my angle, I thought he missed it. I'm glad, Ian, that you got that.
Positive
way.
way.
The officials
Positive
got it.
way.
That's it.
So after 8:47 in the first quarter, we have the UNB Red Bombers 3, Holland College Hurricanes no score. And Red Bombers will be scrimmaging from the Hurricane 35 to engage and play again. So again, as you may be aware, this is a Tony Proudfoot Memorial game. This is where we actually do a donation from the UNB alumni to the ALS Society to attribute to UNB alumni Tony Proudfoot, who played for Montreal Alouettes, the BC Lions, and was also a teacher at Holland College in Montreal, which is always a big highlight on the schedule for UNB. We've got first down and 10 for the Holland College Hurricanes on their own 35. Little bit of play action, can't find the handle. Referee calls that incomplete with a fumble. Let's take another look at this. As you can see, number 9, the quarterback, Jake Richards, has a tough time doing the play action. Almost an interception by number 57, Morgan Martin, but it's considered incomplete. It'll be 2nd down and 10 for the Red Bombers.
That would have been an insane turning point for the Bombers, but
we have an overload on the right-hand side of the Hurricanes. High snap. Again, tough time trying to find that handle. Number 30 trying to make amends for all those. Isaac Campbell was able to come up with the ball, but a big loss for the Hurricanes.
Will Keats with the tackle in the backfield.
So a loss of basically 11 yards on that transaction. So it's about 3rd down and 21 for the Hurricanes, and I'm sure they're going to opt for a punt.
Yeah, they have absolutely no option but to punt here. So good defensive series for the Red Bombers. And we'll see. We have back to receive. I'm just trying to pick up that number. That is, that's
Short punt by the Hurricanes.
Oh, that's Nick Parker on the return, yeah.
84 for the Red Bombers with a great return off to the left-hand side. That's Nick Parker.
So the Bombers offense starting in the Hurricanes end.
It'll be a first down, Red.
I'm sure this is, Coach Vince is happy about this.
As Coach Vince would tell you, every time that the real estate is in the Hurricanes part of the zone versus the Red Bombers, he'd be a happy camper.
That's it. He's a big believer in incremental short gains, so he's happy to. Field position is a big deal for him.
And these very crisp images are coming from Lauren, our camera person up in the booth.
Dominique out of the gun. It's going to be handoff. That's Matt LaFleur, eventually brought down, pushed out of bounds.
Matt LaFleur with the carry.
For a pickup of, he's going to be almost at first. They may check this out. No, that's going to be just short. It's going to be a yard short.
That's an impressive end around by Matt LaFleur. Anytime you can get 9 yards on the first down, that gives Coach lots of options if they're going to run, if they're going to do play action and throw. We'll see what Coach Sturgeon has come up with on this play. Motion to the left.
Oh, and he's great. You know what? Great defensive play by the Hurricanes there. He sniffed it out.
Nathan Fifield was able to read that play and take him down well in the backfield for third down and 6.
Yeah, erasing that great gain by Matt LaFleur. That was, I thought, and I'm sorry, I'm not sure who the runner was on that, but I thought he was clear to the end, and Fifield got through there and got him at the shoelaces.
So Red Bombers are going to make the gamble on third down and 6. Early motion to the left-hand side. Flare pass to the left-hand side.
Oh, almost a holding penalty there. And
flag on the play.
That may be a holding penalty.
Nick Parker was able to receive that pass but wasn't able to make any significant gains. As a matter of fact, lost depending on what this penalty play is.
There's a flag on the play.
I don't hate that decision though. They're outside of field goal range there. You know, a punt is going to be a little useful, but the chances of picking up the first down, I think it was worth the risk.
Indication is holding on UNB. That was declined by the Hurricanes. It'll be first down and 10. Loss of possession for the Hurricanes of Holland College.
Yeah, the receiver on that far side was holding the defensive back to try to set up the end run around, and just got a little too handsy.
Well, with 6:19 left in the first quarter, there's no question that's a loss of an opportunity for the Red Bombers. They had momentum, they had the real estate on their side, and some lackadaisical execution on their part, not to mention a great play by the Holland College defense on second down, has given them great possession just shy of their own 45-yard line.
Yeah, and I think the runner on that was spent a little too much time looking for the hole, and the Holland College defender just took advantage. Ooh, laser down the middle. Huge tackle.
Play that was received down the middle, but a phenomenal tackle by UNB. We're going to see a replay, going to see a great catch, and then a thundering tackle by the UNB defense.
Boom! Wow, what a great tackle. That's Jordan Colpitz. Oh, and player is a little slow to get up there.
The receiver brought down, however.
Jordan Colpitz has made the Holland College Hurricane receiver think twice about whether he should have caught that ball.
Yeah, it was a great pass down the middle, but any pass in the middle area is going to be a high-risk play because there's just so much traffic in there. But Colpitz, he had it. He knew exactly what was coming, and he was ready to make that.
While we're checking the fitness of the Holland College player, it looks like the referees are going to call for a measurement. If we have any perspective, and I think we have as good as we ever have, it looks like it'll be a first down for Holland College.
Yeah, I think so.
That was number 11, Kyle Cameron, that made that catch and is walking off gingerly right now.
Reception by Kyle Cameron. He paid the price for that, but picked up 9 yards. It'll be second down. Well, we're waiting for a measurement here.
So while we're checking out this measurement, and I'm pretty confident this is going to be a first down. Ian, you mentioned there was a lot of historical era, classic era Bombers at the reception. I know that there's a lot of modern era Bombers who are watching this webcast today. I'm hoping there's some here. I think there might be some here in the stands. Unfortunately, too many of us are having kids these days. It's a problem.
Well, it gets to be a problem, but if they allow all the old guys to tell all the lies, then it's only going to go one way. So we need more of your era to come out.
Well, the problem is,
and bring your children.
The problem is, the longer you are from playing, the better you were, right? That's
first down for the Hurricanes. High snap once again. Number 30 for the Red Bombers, Ethan Ray, with a solid tackle for a short gain for the Hurricanes. Not sure that I saw the ball carrier for the Hurricanes.
No, he was bottled up pretty quick. This high snap is looking to be a bit of an issue for the Hurricanes here tonight.
So Jake Richards is being challenged by his hand speed. Center for the Hurricanes is making sure that he's got to second guess where this ball is going to arrive. But Jake is doing a fine job of being able to corral it. Second down and 9. Early motion to the left-hand side. Jake steps back, looks to his left-hand side. Long ball. Oh!
Just out of the reach of Daniel Kankomaliba.
I'm glad you took it. Here we go with a replay, and you'll see Jake look off to the left-hand side. Daniel is going to be right down the middle and wide open, but the ball is just a little past him, so it'll be third down and 9. Looks like Holland College is selected to punt the ball and give possession back to the Red Bombers with 4:48 left in the first quarter.
You know, some people say that football is a game of inches, and I think if Daniel was a couple of, just maybe even one step up, that would have been a big difference there.
I think so.
That could have been 7 points on the board.
So we're set up for a punt from Holland College. We have 2 Red Bombers back waiting for this punt. And a good punt from Holland College.
Fielded well by the Bombers.
Looks like Nick Parker, a flag on the play.
Great return, bringing it out to his own 45, but we'll see what
it's number 88. That's Matt LaFleur who took that down. Early indication is that's against the Red Bombers on the flag.
Yeah, I'm not sure what the penalty is for, though. They're saying holding. He's calling holding against the Red Bombers.
I don't know where you can get a holding on that part of the field.
No, I didn't see that, but
shame on us for questioning one of the officials.
Yeah.
Penalty is holding against UNB. That will negate the run back.
So just to give you a heads up, at halftime we're going to have an interview that I had with Rod Bell, who was a stalwart of the Red Bombers from the mid-'70s, was a tight end, ended up being drafted by the Ottawa Rough Riders and also tried out with the Calgary Stampeders. We'll have a little chat with Rod at halftime, so if you know Rod or if you've heard the legend, please stick around for halftime so that we can hear my conversation with Rod. First down and 10, Red Bombers. Well, looks to his left-hand side, wide open, but not able to catch the handle was number 18, Sebastian Brown.
Yeah, just a little off his fingertips. He couldn't wrangle it in. It would not have been a first down if it was, but it would have made it for a better second down position. So the Bombers would be going 2nd and 10, pretty deep in their own territory. They're on about their own 20-yard line. Suboptimal position, but let's see what they can make happen here.
Motion to the right-hand side, looks left, wide open on the flare pass. Almost makes it for the first down. Looks like about an 8-yard gain.
You know what? I love that they went right back to Seb Brown. And we saw that a little bit last game, too, running the same plays a couple of times in a row. It's, you know, a lot of defenses, they don't expect it. They start thinking, okay, that was the last play. This one's going to be something a little different. So sometimes you can catch them flat-footed when you run the same play.
So
twice.
Coach Sturgeon rolling the dice with 3rd and 1 deep in Red Bombers territory on their own 29. If they don't gain the first down, this is giving a great advantage to Holland College.
No, that's not good. That did not work.
Red Bombers trying the draw play that was unsuccessful. Failure to gain first down, Holland College.
Yeah, I really don't like that play call. You know, the Hurricanes have got to be thinking run up the middle, and the draw play is a bit of a slower play. That should have just been a quick dive. You only have 1 yard. They have to line up 1 yard off the line of scrimmage, the defense that is. that was, I mean, Hurricanes thinking right up the middle. Why would you fake a pass, right?
Well, it's putting some confidence in your offensive line, but you're asking questions when you've got a what seems to be a quick defense like Holland College has been able to produce tonight.
Yeah.
And it's getting a little darker at BMO Field. The lights are on, and it's looking spectacular. High snap again. And the Bombers are able to take advantage. We've got number 30, Ethan Ray, number 57, Morgan Martin, making sure that the Hurricanes don't get any advantage of that play. It'll be second down and 12 yards to go.
And if you weren't here last week, we were talking a little bit about how this is a brand new turf. Ripped out all the old turf. It was past its due date, and the field is looking fantastic, especially under these beautiful lights here. Saturday Night Lights.
Jake Richards waiting for the snap.
Offside.
Flag on the play. Incomplete to the right-hand side, and another late flag being thrown.
I'm really curious about that late flag.
It's incomplete, but here's a flag on the play.
Maybe we can see that again. Maybe we can see what the penalty is.
So with 2 flags on the play, we're going to get the head referee a chance to show what he knows about the rules. Quick conference on the right-hand side with the head referee.
I think it's going to be negated anyways from the offside. I think the Bombers were offside on that, so I think it'll go forward 5 and replay second. It must have been, I don't know, pass interference or something downfield.
Here comes our head referee to let us know what the final decision is. Illegal use of hands by UNB.
Yeah. But I thought we had 2 flags on
illegal
this.
use of hands.
I guess that's going to be the only one. So that is less favorable than what an offside penalty would have been. So this is a 10-yard pickup. So this will be 2nd and 2 for the Hurricanes instead of 2nd and 12.
Important play for UNB Red Bombers here. High snap again.
Oh, what?
Can we see?
Yeah, I have no idea what happened there. It looked like, I think it was a quarterback keep. He faked the handoff.
Let's watch the snap. It's a little high this time.
So he didn't hand it off. He tried to run. Okay. Oh, boys.
So they tried a little bit of play action, but UNB was able to snuff that out with a big sack on the play, and it'll be 3rd down. So probably Holland College is coming in to kick a field goal to attempt to tie the game.
Yeah, so you're hearing about this in the NFL now as the run-pass option. But I'll tell you, man, it tricked me. I definitely followed the runner up the middle. And then when I saw the quarterback getting up off the ground with the ball, great job on the linebacker in not being tricked and coming forward.
Well, that's a big difference from the experience of the defensive ends versus the defensive backs where you came from.
Oh, that's it. I'm used to looking up, not down.
As you should. So it looks like a 30-yard attempt for the field goal.
Testing Kyle Cameron's leg, and it's off the sidebar. No good. It would have cleared the crossbar, but it was slightly right.
So as you see the attempt by number 11, Kyle Cameron, for the kick, handled really good job of trying to bring that back for Kyle, but it comes off the right-hand post, and if you're a hockey fan, that's Watang off the right-hand post, and no score for Holland College.
So that means the Bombers will get a first down where the Hurricanes the Hurricanes' prior line of scrimmage was. And it's effectively a turnover on downs.
I question that. I think if it's failed, they're just going to give it on the 20-yard line, because if they were from where they were kicking.
Oh, I'm sorry. You're right. Yeah, that's right.
I would have much preferred it was what you asked for.
Yeah. I'm mistaken about that. Yeah, yeah.
Quick look right by the Red Bombers, intercepted wide open by number 4, Hayden Machikansky.
Can we see this one again too? Because this is a poor execution here on the part of the Bombers. There are 3 receivers there.
If he'd have kept his balance,
and nobody should have let him catch that ball in any instance.
Matt Jasinski, I think, either on his own or through coaches, as soon as that ball was snapped, he came upfield because he read that it was going to be a flare pass. And I don't know if that's the case, but on defense, I would have said Noah didn't exactly look it off, which telegraphed there. So big defensive play by Holland College. Looks like first down and goal from the UNB 10-yard line. Quick look to the left-hand side, and incomplete. Intended for number 2, Brian Fitzgerald.
Yeah, just coming back to that interception too. I just want to mention. So you had 3 receivers clumped up right there. That's just such a big flag that the ball is coming. There was no other option, right? Really, you want to send 2 guys down, or 1 guy down, or 1 guy to block something, right?
But when you want to think that, when you look at the majority of the pass plays that the Bombers have done so far, most of them have been flare passes to the left or right. Why, if you're a Holland College defensive player, why wouldn't you try and jump on that?
Well, exactly. I just sloppy execution.
Jake Richards waiting for the snap. Motion coming across to the right. Hands the ball off to the left-hand side. No gain.
Isaac Campbell bottled up right away.
Number 40, Cameron Hayward, says denied to the Holland College Hurricanes. Third down.
So this is 3rd and long. We'll see what the Hurricanes are going to do here if they're going to try another field goal attempt. This would definitely be within their range, but it looks like they're going to go for it. Interesting play call. I guess they figure they have...
And this will be the last play of the first quarter.
That's right. I guess they figure
we have trips to the right-hand side of Jake Richards. Good snap. Looks to his right-hand side for the flare pass. UNB defense is on it instantly by number 93, Cole Schneider.
Great coverage, Cole Schneider.
Failure to gain. First down, Red Bombers. And that's the end of the first quarter with the score 3, UNB Red Bombers. No score, Holland College Hurricanes.
Great close by Cole Schneider there once he saw the ball coming out. We're seeing this the second time here. There it goes. As soon as he sees that ball coming out, he goes and he gets right on the hips of the receiver and takes him down for a no-doubter. I don't think that might have been a gain of 1 or 2 yards. Great play, Cole.
So, Justin, I got to say that the majority of the pass plays, other than a couple from Holland College, have been down the middle, but mostly it's these flare passes to the left or right. And as Holland College showed, they're taking their chances with interceptions or knockdowns. It'll be interesting to see whether
with the end of the quarter,
the strategy is going to change from either offensive coordinator for the second quarter. So, beginning of the second quarter, a long way to go from their own, I presume, 10-yard line. The Red Bombers start 1st and 10.
Yeah, that's about where it is. And run up the middle this time.
Run to the right-hand side of the line. Starting to depend on that great wall of the offensive line of the Red Bombers. Looks like a significant gain.
Ryan Lee with the carry for UNB.
And our announcer, Jeff Landine, has told us Ryan Lee was the ball carrier.
It'll be 2nd and 4.
Boom. Yeah, so that was a good play. That was exactly what they needed. They needed a little bit of distance between the line of scrimmage and their own end zone.
I apologize for that.
Same play again by the Red Bombers. Looks like a short gain, but a flag from the backfield.
Yeah, so short if anything, but we'll see what this flag's all about.
Mr. Worldwide to infinity. You know the roof on fire. We go boogie, oogie, oogie, jiggle, wiggle.
He comes up short of the first down, but there is a flag on the play.
The officials are going to confer.
Head referee's trying to check out the proximity on the field.
Oh, I wonder if this, if he's doing that, it might mean that he's looking at whether it's a first down for the Bombers. I'm not sure.
Rough play against the Hurricanes.
I have no.
Penalty call is rough play against Holland College.
But I don't understand. He pointed towards Holland College, but the ball's going back. I don't understand that call.
No.
Oh, it was he made. I'm sorry. The head referee made a mistake on the initial indication. That was against UNB.
Yeah.
So it's a. I don't understand why a penalty would go all the way back to the 1 yard line. Typically, that would be half the way to the goal line with that proximity.
It's going to be 3rd down and 20.
Yeah, I'm confused by that.
Anyway, regardless, UNB has decided to punt, which we think is a prudent decision at this juncture and this proximity in the field to their end zone.
Yeah, here the Bombers are really hoping for a great punt. They're in trouble if it's not. Clean snap.
Now, if you get a great punt here, our camera person Lauren's going to be able to give you these images, but if it goes as far as we think, Zach's going to be able to pick that up somewhere around the 30-yard line.
Good snap. Oh, and he's just going to take. They're going to take the safety. Okay.
UNB concedes the single.
You know, so not a terrible idea there. That'll help them with their field position. They gave up 1 point. Sorry, 2 points. Excuse me, 2 points.
2 points go on the board for
I was listening. I was a little off track by our on-field. We were a little mixed up on that. That's okay. So Bombers still in the lead and getting back to work. So far.
I'm sorry, I got to tell you, this is a new rule to me that we would start off on the 35-yard line of the other side when you give up 2 points, but that's when it looks it's happening. So a real smart play, I think, by Coach Sturgeon to give up 2 points, but then take the ball all the way into Holland College area.
Yeah, it's worked out. So through a quarter and a bit of play, cumulative score of 5 points. As predicted, low scoring affair. So
after 17 minutes of play, we wonder who the goaltender is with a score of 3-2.
That's a great goals against average.
Holland College trying a running play to the left-hand side.
Morgan Martin bringing him down.
2 or 3 yards on that play, number 30. Isaac Campbell was the ball carrier for the Hurricanes.
Gain of 2 on the play. It'll be 2nd and 8, Holland College.
So if the Bombers get a turnover here, Vince will be laughing with that safety decision.
I would think. 2nd down and 8. Looks to the left, quick flare pass, and it's complete to, I believe, number 11 for Holland College. That would be Kyle Cameron.
Richard pass complete to Daniel Nukonka Malimba. And he picks up the yardage for a 1st down.
Yeah, so definitely a 1st down. So Holland College converting there. 1st down, 1st and 10, just about at their own 50-yard line.
So if you're watching us but in Fredericton, it's a gorgeous night at BMO Field. We're still in the beginning of the 2nd quarter. Please come join us. A couple of seats left in the stands. Motion to the right-hand side. Number 11 once again for the Hurricanes. Met by number 30, Ethan Ray.
Hand off to Kyle Cameron.
So I just received a little text from former Bomber Brian Gilliland. He would like us to remind everyone. So he's watching from home. I think he's in St. John tonight, Rothsay, St. John area. So he wants everybody to remember the Bombers won the 2009 AFL Championship with a score of 3-2. That's what we're at here. I don't think this game will end 3-2, but in 2009 it did.
Well, I want to commend Brian for keeping all the fans watching really excited that we're not going to see any more scoring. Big motion off to the right-hand side. High snap again. Bombers are able to flush the quarterback out to the left-hand side. Knocked out of bounds. Jake Richards.
Yeah, that'll bring up third and 4. And we'll see what the Hurricanes elect to do.
Out of bounds right at center field.
Knocked out of bounds by Jordan Kolpick.
If I recall, and I may be confused about this, but back in 2009, I think that there was a terrible, wet, cold day, and nobody was moving the ball well. But it did, that game, unless I'm mistaken, I think that game was won on a rouge, which led to 4 or 5 years of the tagline for the Bombers, "Real men wear rouge." It was a great marketing item.
I'm sure it had a lot to do with that game. So looks like the Hurricanes are going to punt to the Red Bombers. A bit of delay for the ball to come off.
Oh, Parker's going to bobble it and just fall on the ball.
But make sure that he's got possession.
Delayed punt by Nathan Groom.
So that gives the Hurricanes a pretty great field possession. That was a great punt.
Fields it, no return. It'll be first down, UNB.
But on the positive side, the Bombers get the ball back.
So this is a challenge for Coach Turner Sturgeon to set up a little bit of a change of the game plan, as Red Bombers have been frustrated in their attempts to get into the end zone. I think it's only been a couple of errors on the Holland College part, not to mention some serious tackling on the part of Ethan Ray that stopped the Hurricanes being able to put up any more points. First down and 10 from just shy of their own 20-yard line for the Red Bombers. Got motion to the left.
Ooh, big
ball
pass
down the middle.
That's complete to Matt LaFleur
open.
for a huge gain.
Pass complete to Matt LaFleur. That's good for 17 yards and a UNB first down.
Matt LaFleur showing that football can be an easy game.
Matt LaFleur, phenomenally gifted athlete. We're going to see this one again.
Just pretty straightforward. Does a baby post right down to the middle. Sets down into the area on the zone coverage by Holland College, and we got first down and 10.
Matt LaFleur just doesn't miss those passes. What a great
and by the way, if you're enjoying these replays, Trevor is way up ahead of any of the coaches on knowing what to come. Looks to the right-hand side, sends a flare incomplete, intended for number 84, Nick Parker.
Ball's incomplete. It'll be second down, UNB.
And once again, we hope that all the fans on the field, not to mention our audience listening to us, are enjoying the retrospective of 1970, 1980s music that we're playing tonight.
I think Ian's vying for the job of DJ.
Throw to the left-hand side, wide open for number 18, and quickly taken down by the Hurricanes. Number 81, Chase Lepage.
Glad Seb Brown got up after that one.
Looks like he's just shy from a first down, so probably no choice for the offensive coordinator for the Red Bombers at 9:57 left in the second quarter.
They're going to go for this, though. They got their big boys coming out to punch this up the middle, I believe.
So it looks like a big boy formation coming up for third down and short.
We used to call this the jumbo package.
And look at Holland College jamming the front line. Big surge by the Red Bombers, but a flag, of course, on the field.
Great job
Front line.
pushing that pile forward.
Here's a flag on the play, though.
That's some old school football right there.
But Coach Sturgeon won't be happy. That's a procedure call against the Red Bombers. That'll go back 5 yards, play repeated.
That's tough. That's tough. Yeah. Coach is furious about that one. And I'm not sure what the error was there.
Well, as coaches will tell you, as broadcasters will tell you, fundamentals, fundamentals, fundamentals. This is pretty straightforward. For a surge like this to have a procedure call on that play will be very disappointing. 9:41 left in the second quarter. Looks like we're going to have a little chat from the head referee to the linesman.
And the Bombers punt squad is on the field.
Coach Sturgeon's questioning what that call was from the linesman. Head referee backing up his linesman. He's not going to be changing that call. So 3rd down and 7 for the Red Bombers. Looks like they're going to punt to the Hurricanes. Again, the score is 3 Red Bombers, 2 Hurricanes with 9:41 left in the second quarter.
You know, every official is going to call the game their own way. You know, for big moments like that, I'm just not a fan of tight play calling. You know, let the athletes figure it out. But you know, it is what it is.
Good snap by the Red Bombers, and a nice high punt by the Red Bombers just past center field. Taken well by number 2, Brian Fitzgerald, by the Hurricanes. Yeah. Flag on the play.
But a no yards penalty and then a second flag.
Fitzgerald able to make it just past center field, but chances are this will be taken back a little further after the penalties awarded.
Well, we'll see what the second flag is for.
Somewhat of a return, but there is a penalty flag on the play.
There may be an illegal block against the Hurricanes.
Here comes their head referee. Lots of chatter.
While they sort that out, we'd like to point out that one of UNB's cheerleader squad is celebrating her birthday. Brooke is 19 today. You'll be seeing more of that cheerleader squad at halftime.
Looks like rough play against the Holland College Hurricanes. That will be, I'm guessing, a 15-yard penalty from...
Penalty is rough play against Holland College.
And while we have this quick break before Holland College starts from scrimmage, we want to give our best to anybody watching from Prince Edward Island. We understand that still about 25% of the people on the island don't have their power, but we're really happy that their football team's here to play with us, and we hope they quickly get everything back as close to normal as they can. We've got 1st down and 10 for the Hurricanes with 9:04 left in the second quarter. Motion to the right-hand side, but a counter up the middle. Snuffed out quickly by the Red Bombers, number 92, Will Keats.
Yeah, Bombers front four on defense. Doing a pretty great job at stuffing up those runs up the middle today.
Gain of 1, it'll be 2nd and 9.
Better music, Ian? This is good.
Well, it pumped me up. I don't know about you.
Love it.
Slightly high to Jake Richards. Little screen pass over the middle.
Yep. It's going to work. That's
just short of a 1st down, I think. Number 11, Kyle Cameron, was the receiver of that pass, but taken out just in time by the Red Bombers defense. It'll be 3rd down and short.
That was a really patient screen pass. Good on Jake Richards for being patient there. Is it short? It might be short, eh? Yeah, it's short. Okay, yeah, definitely short. So 3rd and very, very short.
So just shy of the 45-yard line, and they got to get past the 45-yard line for a 1st down. Holland College, let's see what they're going to do. I would imagine we're going to see some motion, something up the middle, quarterback sneak. Here we go.
Yeah, and that's so that's a 1st down.
Richards keeps. It looks like that's good for a 1st down.
So 1st and 10 for the Hurricanes on.
Offensive coordinator Ray Perkin decided just to trust his quarterback for a quick quarterback sneak, and that's a 1st down and 10 with 7:10 left in the second quarter. Again, a very, very tight defensive contest. 3 for the Red Bombers, 2 for the Holland College Hurricanes.
Yeah, I liked the snap count on that, too. That was on a 0 snap count.
13 wide right. It's Ivan Kapinski. I wish I got to say his name more often. To the left-hand side, quick throw.
That's incomplete.
Incomplete.
Great coverage. Fantastic coverage. I want to say that was
Jose Sanchez was the intended receiver.
Jaron Killam on the coverage, I believe.
Jose Sanchez, it falls incomplete.
I'm sorry, I thought it was Jose Sanchez. It's Brian Fitzgerald, but regardless, it was still incomplete.
So the Hurricanes 2nd and 10.
High snap, looks up the middle. He's able to scramble away from the Red Bombers. Looking downfield, it looks like he's got a great scramble. decides to slide before number 93, Colt Schneider, takes him down.
Yep, good choice, good choice.
And he picks up 15 yards on his way to a Holland College first down.
So that was definitely good for a Hurricanes first down. So now they're marching. They're on their way into, well, they're in Bombers territory on their 49-yard line. Hurricanes looking good to just march this down. And this is the kind of football that Coach Sturgeon generally likes to play. Picking up 10 yards at a time. And the great advantage there is that it makes the defense real tired. That's a long time to be on the field.
Lots of motion in the middle, another high snap, but a counter up the right-hand side to number 30.
Yeah, and now you see
Isaac Campbell, the ball carrier.
Good on the Hurricanes to be committed to those runs up the middle, which were really not successful for the first in the first quarter for sure.
So this has got to be frustrating for Coach Sturgeon, because here we are with just a little more than 5 minutes left. No majors. They could have had their opportunities. It looks like Holland College is pressing, asking questions of the UNB defense. High snap once more.
Oh, there he goes. He's got him that time. That's Cameron Hayward bringing down Isaac Campbell for.
So while we had the good tackle on the ball carrier, we had Jake Richards doing a small complaint about Jordan Colpitz giving a little extra attention to the quarterback after he handed the ball off. But with third down and a little less than 5 yards to go on the UNB 44-yard line, it looks like Holland College is going to punt. Two players back for the Red Bombers. Punter just back from center field. And a nice punt by the Hurricanes.
Great punt. Fielded by Matt LaFleur, though. Holy smokes, almost brought down within his own 5-yard line, but he breaks two tackles.
Matt LaFleur with a significant return. Amazing pull right to center field, and flags are flying.
Right at the end. So he might get 15 yards added onto this. We'll see. There could be a block from behind.
Let's check this replay. This is going to be an impressive return. Let's see what Matt LaFleur gets by 1, 2, 3.
4, 5.
Just puts a move on 5 and easy up the sidelines. I can't see where the penalty came from, but it could have been something from behind on the UNB. Let's see if there's a clip back here on the play.
Oh. Okay, we're back in. Okay, we'll see the official call here.
That's what I was thinking. Yeah. It was probably a clipping play on blocking from behind from UNB regardless. While it took a little bit of yardage away from Matt LaFleur's return, nonetheless, it was a spectacular return and big change as far as field possession at 4:04 left in the second quarter.
Even with the penalty, that's still a 40-yard return.
So Red Bombers have been, at least from what we've seen in the past, relatively conservative in their offense. Let's see if they're open up the playbook. Motion to the left.
Oh. And that's a loss.
John Freeze, the ball carrier, caught in the backfield. I got to say, this is same old from UNB, and Holland College isn't being fooled by these things. With, being the hindsight is 2020, I'm thinking it's time for Plan B and Plan C to open something up here.
Well, you know what? I wonder, this is the kind of space in the game where a screen pass, you saw Holland College throw one earlier. Might be really effective here. We did see, it's in their playbook. We saw them run one last week.
Good snap, steps back, looks to his left-hand side. Long ball down the sideline.
Oh, well defended. That was
number 3,
31,
Bryson Spears.
31.
Oh, 31, sorry.
Defender. Griffin Chenier.
I'm sorry, Griffin. That was a lovely play. Here we go. Watch Griffin, number 31. That ball could have easily been completed for number 18, Sebastian Brown, but a phenomenal defensive play.
Yeah.
But I got to say, I'm happy that Red Bombers opened up the playbook. That's the kind of idea to get downfield.
Yeah, absolutely. We've got to start seeing more risks, more big play attempts.
So third down 15, good time for the Red Bombers to punt back to the Hurricanes with 3:10 left in the second quarter.
So we're seeing some good defensive back play here today. I love it.
It's
entertaining.
a wise kind of game.
It's entertaining. That's those skill possessions. I love it.
Good punt by UNB. Nice high punt past center field, taken by number 2, Brian Fitzgerald. Changes his field just over center field, taken back by the Red Bombers, and a late hit, according to the referee, by number 52, Donnie Sharp. And the official on the far side decided to throw a flag on this.
We're going to see it again.
Watch 52 out here at the end. We're not going to see it.
Oh, it's back there.
Oh, it's way back here.
There. Okay.
No, I watched Donnie take a beat on this guy, and
yeah, that's just lack of discipline. There was no need to be touching anybody that far away from the play. Well, okay, I didn't see it, but the official side is well back from the play, and it has nothing to do with the play. So. So the officials are going to walk the Bombers back. I think that's a 15-yard penalty.
And it's a rough play on the Bombers. That puts it first down and 10 on the 39-yard line with 2:40 left in the second quarter. So a significant penalty against the Red Bombers, giving great field position for the Holland College Hurricanes.
Well, you know what? This is exactly where we were at.
Rough play on that last play.
Oh, hold on. Yeah, this is exactly where they were when Matt LaFleur had his return.
Well, we got a problem with
the stick crews need to get themselves straight. There we go.
If they kept it this way, they'd have 1 inch and then another first down. So we made a quick correction.
Yep, there we go. We're good. I think they had the Bombers for the stick crew was thinking Bombers first down, but we're all fixed up now.
Motion coming to the right-hand side. Another high snap, not able to corral it, and he's down.
For a huge loss. This will bring it back
Jake
almost
Richards.
to center.
High snap. Jake Richards falls on it at midfield.
Jake Richards, discretion being the better part of valor, making sure that he doesn't give up possession of that ball well over his head.
Yeah, those high snaps.
Able to bring that down, and just before he gets to center field, he's able to corral that back for the Hurricanes, but a long, long second down play. 2:20 left in the second quarter. Red Bombers defensive backs giving him a little bit more room. Jake Richards back in the shotgun. Snap is much better. Looks to the right-hand side. Quick flare pass to number 11.
Oh, good swarm. I love
Kyle Cameron was the receiver for the Holland College, but
complete to Kyle Cameron.
3 Bombers defensive backs swarmed him right away. That was good coverage for
but
that.
the Bomber gave him a nice cushion. Looks like we have a Hurricane down on the field.
Still be 3rd and 15.
Number 65, Hendrik Konia. A little bit of distress, but he's back up. He's going to come off the field.
Yeah, great defensive scheme there for the Bombers. You're not really worried about that first 10 yards in a situation like that. They're so far back. You don't want them to get any more than 10 yards, so you're playing off a little bit, give the opportunity to swarm so that there's no hero theatrics from the receiver. And they hit the nail on the head there. So Hurricanes in punt formation. I am wondering when we'll see a fake punt. It's inevitable if the game keeps going like this. This will not be it. Low punt. Oh, got to be careful for the... Oh, okay, yeah. They gave 5 yards.
Nice move.
Yes, Matt LaFleur once again.
Matt LaFleur doing the dipsy doodle to the left-hand side out of bounds. It's going to be first down and 10 for the Red Bombers just after 2 minutes of the first quarter with 1:50 left in the second quarter.
So what do you think, Ian? When are we going to see a fake punt? Is it going to happen?
If we see one, not until late into the third quarter. I think at this juncture, neither coach is going to want to get throw too much to the wind. I think if you're going to start to see anything open up, it's going to be more of a gadget play on offense. But I don't. Depending on field position, where most of the punts have happened, I think they want to be careful.
It'll be exciting when it happens. If it happens.
Good snap back, looking to the left-hand side, wide open, number 18.
Good job.
Seb Brown. Pass complete to Seb Brown.
Seb Brown, that looked like an easy play.
He steps out of bounds after a gain of what looks like 8.
Not only it was a great reception, but that stops the clock with 1:45 left in the second quarter.
Yeah, that was just well executed play. Sorry, go ahead, Ian.
I was going to say, let's see if the UNB Brain Trust is going to start to use the sidelines to see if they can pull off a drive and get a score here before the end of the half.
Offside.
Oh, looks like it was attempted a blitz. Great rush up front. Easy first down for the Red Bombers on the right-hand side.
John Freeze with the Gary. He finds a big
So I said offside. It was not offside. It would have been a well-timed blitz if it was a pass.
For the first down.
Instead, it's a run away from the blitz.
Change of personnel by Holland College.
First down, Reds.
So first down, Bombers.
On their 43-yard line. Lots of interchange with Holland College. Let's count the numbers, see if they did it right. Little early motion from the left-hand side by the Bombers. Run up the middle, and a great running play. Number 20, John Freeze. Easy first down for the Red Bombers over half field with 1:27 left in the second quarter.
We're going to see that one again. I think that's the most successful run up the middle the Bombers have had today.
And watch the not only the slot back from the guard pulling from the right-hand side to create that gaping hole for the Red Bombers. So they're in good shape with 1:27 left.
Yeah, I love that they're pulling the defenders out of the middle of the field to open up these plays.
So this is where we want to see a little aggression from the Red Bombers offense. Let's see what they're going to come out with a first down. Oh, nice little play action throw to the right-hand side, wide open to the sidelines. Looks like a first down.
Yeah, what a great play, well executed.
That's number 84, Nick Parker. Not only is that a great first down, we got a replay coming up. See the play action, quick little pirouette. Nice easy catch, make sure that he's got the first down. Gets out of bounds to stop the clock. So we check all three boxes on the kind of execution you want late in the first half.
Yeah, under pressure too. Two guys in his face. Good on Dominique for getting that down the field. I would not have been able to throw that ball.
So 1:05 left in the second quarter. A little bit of early motion. We're doing the counter up the middle. Holland College was able to read it, but not a very big gain, probably about 3 yards.
I love how Freeze caught himself and managed to pick up a couple of yards there, but yardage is a little less important than
just
time.
Less than a minute in the first quarter. We're sending out water. I think there was a timeout by somebody.
Timeout called by the Reds.
Reds timeout.
And Jeff Landine, their field announcer, has told us that was a timeout by the UNB Reds. So again, 1 second less than 1 minute left in the second quarter with a titanic defensive contest we have with 3 for the UNB Red Bombers, 2 for Holland College Hurricanes.
But one thing that we're seeing in this game that I don't think we've talked about yet is, really strong tactical positioning, tackling skills on the part of both teams. There really aren't many broken tackles, no missed tackles, no silly mistakes by the individual players on either defensive squad. Really sound defensive football from a technical perspective.
Well, I think the difference here was a couple of poor execution plays on Red Bombers' point of view, and an excellent defensive play on the interception here by Holland College has made the difference, where we basically have a stalemate up to this point of the match.
Yeah.
59 seconds left, second down and 6. Bombers threatening Holland College inside their 40-yard line, looking to the left-hand side, down the middle to the right. Wide open. Oh, just off his hands. We should see a replay on this for Dom Hall. Watch Dominique look to his left-hand side, and then looks to the right-hand side. Nice ball, and just inches away from having a nice reception by Dom.
You know that Dom did everything in his power to get to that ball, and it was just a little too far.
Thanks, Justin. Blame the quarterback again. So it looks like we've got third down, a little more than 5 yards. This is an important play at this juncture of the game. 3rd and 6.
Oh, early movement. I think that's on the Bombers.
We have motion against UNB. That'll be play over 5 yards back.
That penalty is going to be against UNB. They'll move it back 5 yards, and it'll be third down again.
And again, our field announcer, Jeff Landine, tells me I guessed correctly. That was the penalty. So that's the situation for the Red Bombers. And looks like the special teams are coming out. I don't know that they have somebody that has a leg to send it 53 yards for a field goal, so we'll probably see a punt.
Yeah. I'm a little surprised by this one.
And I want all those Van Halen fans to calm down. We're not playing anymore, at least in the first half.
I'm surprised that 5 yards made that big of a difference here that we're going to punt.
Good snap by the Red Bombers. Solid punt to the right-hand side. Holland College takes it easily, tries to get on the right-hand side, going wide. Good contained by the Red Bombers. Takes him out of bounds. That was number 2, Brian Fitzgerald for Holland College, taking that pin.
Fitzgerald with the return. He is stopped dead by Ethan Wright.
Here come the replay. We have a host of Red Bombers just flushing Mr. Fitzgerald as wide as he possibly can. But nice hit just before he goes out of bounds. So that gives us 35 seconds left in the second quarter with the score 3 UNB Red Bombers, 2 Holland College Hurricanes. Head referee tells us there was a flag on the play, but that is taken back, so there was no infraction whatsoever, and we're going to be away to the races just over the 20-yard line with 35 seconds left in the second quarter. So, Judd, I don't know about you, but there's going to be a lot of chatter in each locker room on how they're going to adjust to this third quarter, because each defense seems to have done a good job of being able to anticipate what their opposition's doing in the first 2 quarters of this game.
And I don't think either coach is going to be real thrilled about the execution on their offensive sides.
Probably not. Quick snap, looking to the left-hand side. Flushed outside to the left-hand side, still looking downfield.
Great.
Throws down wide open, number 1.
Daniel Nkankomalimba.
You're the man.
Here we go. Nkankomalimba. Excuse me, Daniel, for
Good catch, Daniel.
my hesitation there. Daniel, that was a fantastic catch.
25 seconds left in the second quarter. Holland College quickly putting motion right. Looks left. Ball's downfield, incomplete.
Pass intended for Cresswell Roll Jr. Ball's incomplete. It'll be third down.
Ball was intended for Kyle Cameron, but right through his hands.
Yeah, Kyle Cameron.
14 seconds left in the first half.
But we have a bomber slow to get up, so we are going to take a moment and make sure he's okay. That's Jaron Killam, who just made, who was on the coverage there.
So we've got 14 seconds left in the half. We're going to do a quick little review of a couple of the highlights. And then actually we've got an interview that I did earlier with Bomber stalwart Rod Bell for halftime. So you don't want to miss that halftime run.
Yeah, those replays are queued up, yeah.
One. Oh, yeah, it's like lightning. Everybody was fighting. And the music was...
14 seconds left in the second quarter. Second down.
And Jake looking downfield, decides to not throw, takes a slide for a small pickup.
Richards takes off. He picks up 4 before sliding.
Jake Richards is not only safe at second, but he's going to have third down and about 7 to 6 yards with 7 seconds left. Won't be surprised if they down this.
Yeah, you know, you might think they try to go for a big pass play or something, but the way that this is playing out, that with the strength of UNB's defense, I'd be real hesitant to do anything other than take a knee.
UNB captain's telling everybody to get deep just in case. And all of you that might have put your roller skates in the closet, you might want to bring them back and have a nice little skate to the music we're playing in between the plays here at BMO Field.
Yeah, here we go. This is a knee. So that is the end of the first half of football.
That ends the first half, an entertaining first half. If not a high-scoring
This
one.
is a defensive battle here, a pitcher's duel, if you will.
All you defensive players like Justin are going to be real happy with this thing. If you were looking for fireworks, we were a little shy, but we're going to have a couple of the first half highlights. Let's see what the first replay is. That's Dom Hall with a big return right at the beginning of the match. Jake Richards
This is the
having a tough time trying to find the handle.
The snaps for the Hurricanes are a problem tonight.
Well, they certainly have been. It's been a lottery for quarterback. And then their big interception. And if number 4 was Hayden Maciekowski was able to keep his feet, it would have been an easy walk-in touchdown. But he just wasn't able to pull it off. Big defensive play by UNB to stop that, not only the touchdown, but also a failure to gain on part of Holland College. I'm betting this is another. Yeah, we got another high snap. Throw down the middle, and the big hit by number 33, Jordan Colpitts on that play. And this is the big return. I think Matt LaFleur is that right?
Yeah.
Does a phenomenal job on the left-hand side. And I think there was a bit of a penalty after that. Here comes Caleb. Nice play up the middle. John Freeze once again being a stalwart. So.
There we go. Great.
Without showing you some field goals and giving up 2 points, that's about the highlights we can show you for the first half. So a gorgeous night here at BMO Field. Again, at the Tony Proudfoot Memorial Game. Hope you're having a lovely Saturday night. And we're going to take a little break here, and we're going to show a little interview that I did with Rod Bell, again, stalwart of UNB Red Bombers from the 1970s, and have a little chat about what his experiences were. So let's throw it up to Rod.
Good day, everybody, and welcome to Red Bombers broadcast. We're going to try something new this year, and hopefully have the treat of being able to talk to some former Red Bombers about their experience with the Red Bomber Football Club and play those in some of the breaks, and as we were doing this time at halftime. So today we have the treat of talking to former Red Bomber, Mr. Rod Bell, who played in the 1970s, and we'll have a chat with Rod. Thanks for joining us, Rod.
Thanks for doing this, Mac, and thanks for inviting me. It's a pleasure.
Well, you know, given your proximity and given the fact that I've got dirt on you, it was easy to get you involved in.
You have no dirt on me. Lies and fabrications, Your Honor.
That's true. That's true. They're all lies, lies, and more lies.
Exactly.
So to start off, why don't you tell everybody when you played for the Bombers, what position you played for the Bombers?
I played a long, long time ago, at 73 to 77, and I was a tight end, number 70, and I did get to play some defense as well, which I, quite frankly, preferred.
Oh, well done. So during that era, what do you think was the most memorable game that you guys played?
Well, as you know, Mac, you don't get to play a lot of games in a season, and you only get to play once a week.
Yeah.
So every game was memorable, but I would say definitely the very last game I played was against St. Mary's in Halifax, and it was a close one. It was my last opportunity to beat St. Mary's, which we had not done during my 4 years there anyway. And we lost, I think it was by 3 or 4 points, but we had every opportunity. So I did play a lot of that game, and it was heartbreaking.
So so to be this truly Canadian, what was the TSN turning point? What was the thing that turned it in Smooth's favor versus you guys being able to be victorious?
Now you're really testing my memory, Matt, but I think the turning point was simply that team had, I think, 6 or 7 guys that end up playing, having long careers in the CFL. They just had a lot of talent, from Hector Pothier, Marv Alamang, Billy Robinson. They had talent all over the field, but it was a close game. It was fairly high scoring, if I recall. And I think we just ran out of time on the last drive to take the lead. But again, you tested my memory, which is dodgy at best.
So you may have already answered my next question. I was going to ask you who your most challenging opponent was. Was it always St. Mary's, or were any of the other guys that you played?
No, Acadia, there were always tough games. And excuse me, that's the
there's an Acadia alumni right there.
Enough. Acadia for sure, also very talented. You remember in that era, the AIUA or the league had won many Vanier Cup, right?
Yeah.
So there was a lot of talent at St. X everywhere. I don't think any game you could take every game lightly. And I remember my first game was interestingly enough against St. Mary's in Halifax as a rookie, and we lost 66-6, which I found very disconcerting.
Wow. That would be.
This is going to be a long season.
Yeah, I guess not. So now that we've had a few years go by since you were playing for the Bombers, what do you miss most from your playing days after you stopped playing?
That's a good question. And you know what? Two things come to mind. One is kickoff. There's something about that first play of the game, kickoff, that was magic if you were kicking off and were receiving. But really, it's being with the guys in the locker room, at practice. I mean, football's the ultimate team game. There's so many characters, so many. It's just the whole time. So I miss the process, the whole season, practices, just being with the guys and enjoying, as I said, the ultimate team game.
Well, there's no secret, probably, especially on this broadcast, to anybody who knows both of us, that we've been able to stay in touch through the years. But that's what I find interesting, is that you've been able to stay in touch with a lot of the guys that you played with, and they're still close friends.
I feel very fortunate, yeah, with quite a few, but there's so many on a team. It's hard to stay in touch with all of them. And yeah, I think that, over the course of one season, you develop relationships that last a lifetime, because you go through so much together. Yeah, I miss that a lot. And kickoff.
What's is there any coach that you dealt with over the time that you played with the Red Bombers that is more memorable than somebody else, or had a more influence on you than somebody else?
Well, that's easy. That's Coach Bourne. His passion for the game and for his players, and he made it fun. Practices there was always some humor involved. He made it hard because fitness was critical to him. And as I said, his passion, for his players. I mean, he really cared about his players academically and everything, although he was challenged with me academically. He gave it a best shot.
So here's a question. Did your relationship change over the 4 years, and did his behavior change in any way over the 4 years?
Yeah, I think as I matured, although that was a slow process, he was able to coach me a little differently than perhaps he had as a 17-year-old rookie. But that, like you, I was also lucky enough to wrestle for him. Yeah. So over the 4 years, yes, our relationship and still is growing. I still have coffee with Coach pretty regularly. That's
cool. And I guess the impetus behind asking that question is I think back to, when Jim was my coach, our coach, and what I thought of a coach, the type of inspiration I got from the various coaches I played for. And then after I got older, and became a coach, became a parent, and started to think of coaching in a different way.
Yeah.
I'm asking the question from that context of the way that you related to the coach when you were 17 to 22 versus what you now see, the different devices or the different conventions he might have been using, anything that was memorable that he did from a coaching standpoint that became that much more inspiring or not.
Yeah, that's a really, really good point and question. You know, I if I took anything from Coach Bourne into my coaching years, it would be, I'd like to think anyway, the passion for the game and the players and building a team as opposed to coaching the individuals. And I think also that I saw missing, perhaps this is, you know, shouldn't be saying this, but with some other coaching I saw where discipline was a little looser.
Okay.
So the expectations that I and my coaches the people I was lucky enough to coach with always agreed on and focused on is the discipline on and off the field, and showing respect for your opponents and your officials, your coaches, your teammates, etc., that sort of thing, and fitness.
Yeah.
And fitness, that was more just trying to get even to coach before and down. I don't know, but no, that those are just some that come to mind.
Okay, here's an unfair question for you. Is there any teammate or teammates that were more memorable than others, and why?
Well, there's so many. There's so many.
But there can only be 2 or 3 that you can tell us now.
Well, I can name one that has been a friend for life and who had a turn in his life, Louis Orr, who, as you know, spent much of his life in a wheelchair as a quadriplegic, and I was lucky enough to have lived in Victoria and Kelowna when he was there in various stages of his life, and I've stayed in touch. And he's a remarkable man, and watching him, someone who was the ultimate competitor and athlete, have to reconcile and live a life in a for the most part in a chair. Very, very inspirational man.
Excellent. Super.
Yeah.
Well, Rod, I think this is something we need to wrap up. Thanks so much for your time, and looking forward to seeing you at the Bombers game. And thanks to all the Bomber fans for paying attention. Have a great day.
Good luck on Saturday.
Thanks.
All right, welcome back, football fans, to the second half of the Tony Proudfoot Memorial Game, UNB Red Bombers and the Holland College Hurricanes.
And if you're listening to the music, the defense of both teams are taking care of business, but we can't say much for the offenses.
Nope, but I did have, I think we both went and had a couple of chats. I know the offense is looking at tightening up. Why are we receiving again? This is curious. So the Bombers offense is looking at tightening up their execution a little bit. They're a little frustrated with some of the penalties, but they know that their number one job is to just string together a few well-executed plays in a row, and things will start turning around. So that's the Sturgeon approach to the second half.
Let's see if we can have a Sturgeon.
Big kick.
Cal Cameron kicked off for the Hurricanes. Nice return by the Red Bombers.
Parker with the return.
Just over the 30-yard line for Nick Parker, and it'll be first down and 10 for the Red Bombers for the beginning of the third quarter. I hope everyone watching our broadcast enjoyed my chat with Roddy Bell. I know that he really enjoyed being part of this and wanted to send out all his greetings to all of the alumni that are here. Roddy's out of town this weekend, but they all had fond memories of Rod, if they had memories of Rod. Nice running play right up the middle for number 20, John Freeze.
Starts the second half off.
Looks like a solid running play.
It's good for 9 yards. It'll be 2nd and 1.
And as Jeff Landine told us, it was a really good gain, so it gives Coach Sturgeon lots of options with 2nd and 1, and we've got a small injury for the Hurricanes number 16. That's Jake Lynch, who's,
Made the stop.
I think it's his right ankle. It looks a little tender.
He's good to see him. He's favoring it, but walking off on his own. So we'll see if he comes back in a little bit. So it is. I checked the weather. Basically no wind, 15 degrees here. So beautiful night for football.
Perfect. And a big hello to any of the Holland College fans that are watching this broadcast as we're seeing a defensive contest with coming up to 14 minutes left in the third quarter. Quarterback looks to the right-hand side. Quick out pattern. Wide open for number 3. 1st down and 10 right at center field for Dom Hall.
I love how technically well done that
Here's a
catch
replay
was.
you can watch. Quick look out to the right-hand side. Nice tight spiral and textbook catch by Dom Hall.
Yeah, fantastic throw. The receiver was right in Dom Hall, or sorry, the defensive back was right in Dom Hall's back pocket. Domini hits it exactly where he cannot get it. Dom comes around, nice tight grip on the ball, comes down, gets the 1st down.
Nice ball down the middle. Oh!
Rare drop by Matt LaFleur. A great defensive
Gotta tell you, it
play
was
by
right in the
Hurricanes.
hands of Matt LaFleur, but I think that was a smart shot by the free safety by the Holland College Hurricanes. Nice hit.
It's not easy to knock the ball out of Matt LaFleur's hands. So
And that
props
was
to the safety
Griffin
there.
Chenier for Hurricanes. And we're going to have 2nd down and 10. But that plays there all day if the Red Bombers go back to that.
Absolutely.
Noah Dominic looking downfield. Oh, took a little too long. Tyler Hobbs by the Hurricanes was able to come in for the sack.
By Tyler Hobbs in the backfield.
And we'll see the Bombers punt squad come on the field.
The loss of 7 on the play.
Unfortunately, the dance steps so far this evening are 1-2 punt, 1-2 punt.
And we're not seeing, I mean, we're seeing great plays. We're just not seeing 3 and 4 great plays in a row.
Well, other than a couple of problems with execution, a couple of not so wise penalties, it's really been a fundamentals of good defense on both sides.
Yeah, that's absolutely it. Oh, and I think we're going to see a Hurricanes timeout here. So something they saw something that they didn't like.
Timeout.
I don't know what it could have been,
Holland
but
College.
Wait a second. Is this possibly a tune that's past 2000 that we're starting to hear on the field? I think we're starting to make some musical progression here at BMO Field.
no mercy.
With 12:44 left in the third quarter, we have a stunning, beautiful night. And if you take a look, Lauren, I don't know if we can show this, but the UNB cheerleaders are really enjoying this new selection from the music that we're normally seeing. They're really taking advantage of this, making sure that what we have out here and the fans are taking advantage of this lovely night. If you have time, we have lots of football left. Come out and join us. This is going to be a great night.
I think the thing, yeah, unfortunately though, Ian, I think that song might also be older than most of them, but that might.
I don't know. You're never going to see better images than Lauren gave us. I mean, Spielberg went to school on what Lauren was able to do in that clip. So it looks like we're going to have a punt from UNB.
Good snap.
And a nice punt. Got number 2 for Holland College fielding it. Everything's clean.
All over him.
Number 30, Ethan Ray, once again is able to bring down Holland College.
Wrapped up by Ethan Ray.
Yeah, but the coverage team gave him no options of anywhere to go. That was great team tackle.
It'll be first down.
So if we didn't talk about, we had a marvelous gathering earlier with some UNB alumni. Coach Dolomar was there, Coach Bourne was there, Brian Freeman was there. We had Clint Hamilton from UNB. And we only missed you. Hi, Cyril, if you're watching our broadcast. And we've got first down and 10 for the Holland College Hurricanes.
Yeah, and he's going to keep it again. So the Hurricanes are fantastic at doing these, at making these handoffs look real, but not to the Bombers linebackers. They're picking it up pretty quick, and that's a small gain. Oh, maybe no gain, I guess. The official pushed the ball back a little bit with his foot, so that'll bring up 2nd and 10 for the Hurricanes.
Jake Richards still the pivot for Holland College. We've got motion coming to the left-hand side. Quick snap, looks down the middle. Oh, intercepted by the Red Bombers. Flag on the play. Number 33, Jordan Colpitz with the pick for the Red Bombers. Let's see what that flag affects. Richards looking right downfield. Jordan Colpitz picking off the Hurricanes. Receiver had no idea where that was coming.
Oh, a little bit.
See if that penalty was before or after the play.
And a little bit of shenanigans, too, on the field. The flags seem to come out after the interception.
That's pass interference against the Red Bombers, so it's going to be a first down for Holland College. Can we see that again? Let's see if we can see that replay again.
First down.
Let's see if we can see it here.
See where the... It might be on number 40.
Okay.
Might be on number 40 for the Red Bombers. I'm not sure.
Yeah, that's a tough
But
one.
I wasn't able to pick up an obvious pass interference.
But there were 2 officials pretty quick on it, so...
Well, God bless them, but I still didn't see an obvious pass interference. So we've got first down and 10 after the penalty for Holland College. 11-14 left in the third quarter.
Yeah, tough break for the Bombers there.
Motion to the right. Hand off to the middle. Number 92, Will Keats, denies the Hurricanes any kind of a gain on that play.
So that'll bring up 2nd and 10.
And the runner for Holland College has to think that they were thunderstruck with that tackle. It's going to be 2nd down and 10 for Holland College. Nobody tell me I'm not paying attention.
This is the...
Looking left. Good throw to number 11, Kyle Cameron.
Complete to Kyle Cameron.
I think he's just short, but the official on the far side's giving him a favorable marking, yet the official in front of us, I think, has him just short.
Yeah. And I think this should be short. When he first went down, I thought that's short, but let's see.
And I think we have the official on the far side thinking again.
Oh, they're going to measure.
I would think this is going to be short.
Or did he not just signal the measure? I thought he just signaled the measure.
No, he signaled the measure.
Yeah, okay.
It's just the officials got to make the on the chains to make sure that they're able to make that measurement.
Right.
So again, with 10 minutes and a little more than 10 minutes left in the third quarter, we have 3 for the Red Bombers, 2 for Holland College Hurricanes. I think I'm overemphasizing the defensive struggle that we've got here. But excellent execution by the defenses and asking all kinds of questions of offenses on both sides. And the down crew taking their time to do this measurement.
You know what? And okay, yes.
Just short. And I got to say, my optometrist is pleased again that I was able to identify that this was going to be short.
So, I mean, either way, I think you see the Hurricanes go for this. That's half a yard. That's less than half a yard out.
Well, Justin, you were talking about taking chances, taking stuff. If we're talking back to the dark ages of CFL football, this is a place where Tommy Wilkinson or Russ Jackson would fake a dive up the middle and then throw the ball out to the flat to see if they could get a touchdown for a defense that's not paying attention. It's not a terrible thing to give up possession in midfield.
No.
But if you've got somebody who's too focused on whether you're going to make an inch or not, and then you're able to make a pass that might possibly go for a touchdown, this is a chance to make a gamble.
Yeah, no, Ian, you're absolutely right about that. It's an interesting decision here for the Hurricanes' brain trust.
But they put most of the beef right on the yard of scrimmage.
Oh, and I think the Bombers stopped him.
My goodness.
I think they stopped him.
If we can see that play again, it looks like UNB denied Holland College for that.
They think they stopped him.
Richards keeps.
Let's see on the snap.
The ball seems to be marked short.
You can see the
defense.
I don't know how they did this. I don't know how they did it.
A phenomenal rush. There was no gain whatsoever. Failure to gain. First down, Red Bombers on their own zone with 9:54 left in the third quarter.
In Canadian football, the defense has to line up a yard off of the ball. So when there is less than a yard there, it is incredibly difficult to stop that first down from happening. Good on them.
Spectacular defense.
Good on them.
All right, let's see what we're going to do with the Red Bombers if they bring out the little bit more razzle-dazzle from the playbook. Mr. Freeze up the middle for a short gain.
John Freeze picks up what looks like 3. It'll be 2nd and 7.
Blitz from 16 on the right-hand side is able to get in the way. It's intercepted. 52 from Holland College taking off.
Be a problem.
Oh!
Brought down eventually
touchdown
by Matt
saving tackle by Matt LaFleur. And if we look at the replay, you're going to see a cornerback coming from. Oh, it's a little late. We see it on that interception.
There's a flag down. There's a flag down back in the Bombers' backfield.
Andrew Sabrocci with the interception.
So let's see what happens here. This interception happened because somebody got a hand on.
But something we can't see, I think, and I'm not sure because we can't see the replay, but I think number 16, Jake Lynch from Holland College, did an early blitz from the left-hand side and was able to get into the hands of number 7, Noah Dominy, before that ball went. That fluttering was able to allow for that interception on Holland College.
Oh, and it is a penalty against.
It's a penalty against Holland College, but
the interception, I think.
After the interception, absolutely.
Yeah. So that's going to be about where that flag is. It's going to come back 15 yards. It is going to be Hurricanes ball on their own 45-yard line. So 1st and 10 Hurricanes on their 45-yard line.
Hurricanes negates that turnover. It'll be.
No, it does not.
Hurricanes ball and the first down.
Looking to his left-hand side, throws the flare pass to number 1.
Oh, and once again, just swarming.
Number 30, Ethan Ray.
Ball carrier.
If we're looking for defensive player of the game, I got to say, I've been saying Ethan Ray's name all night long. He's doing a phenomenal job of shutting down whatever gains that Holland College has. This is now 2nd down for Holland College. 8:25 left in the third quarter.
Yeah, he's been a part of a lot of tackles tonight.
Well, especially being on the right-hand side of the defense, Tyler Hobbs seems to look to the left-hand side more often than not. Looking quickly right. It's complete, but a quick tackle by number 93, Cole Schneider by the Red Bombers. shy of that first down. It'll be third down.
Third down and about
Here it
1.5.
Watch Jake Richards look to the left-hand side, and instantly after the catch, he's able to be brought down by the Red Bombers, and it looks like Holland College is going to give up possession.
That's the third or fourth time we've seen Cole Schneider make a hit like that. He's doing a great job closing those gaps and hitting that coverage. One thing I said before they punt this, one thing I said earlier, I said it's the Lions players working the sticks. It is not the Lions players. When they came over from the measurement, I noted my mistake. It's the Castors, a Cole St. Anne local high school team, not the Lions. So here comes the Hurricanes punt. Decent punt, high. But very favorable bounce past Matt LaFleur. He picks it up. He's going to try to make something out of nothing here. He breaks 3-4 tackles. Returns it for about 10 yards, but a flag does come in.
So just shy of the 30-yard line. Bombers get possession again. Flag on the play, as Justin said.
It's going to be a face masking against the Hurricanes,
That's a big gain for the Red Bombers at this juncture of the third quarter with 7:25 left.
Yeah, that's a 15-yard penalty. They're indicating face masking. I imagine that would not be against anybody but the Hurricanes. Yep, there you go. So that'll be 15 yards added on to the catch. Matt LaFleur, we got to give some props for running back to pick up that very favorable bounce that the Hurricanes had. And turning something into nothing, turning something from nothing.
So for the Red Bombers, it's going to be first down and 10 from just shy of their own 45-yard line. Good field position to start with. Looking down the middle. Deep ball to the left-hand side.
Oh.
Just shy.
Yeah.
Number 18. Sebastian Brown was the intended receiver, but a little overthrown, but great intent, and nice to see UNB opening up the playbook.
Yeah, and I think Seb Brown made a little bit of a mistake there on his route. I think he got a little tangled up with the defender. They were both looking up at the ball, so no pass interference, but he sort of ran into him and lost 2 or 3 steps when he did that. So maybe the ball was a little overthrown, but the route was not perfect either. Regardless, that'll bring up 2nd and 10 for the Bombers.
See if they look to the right-hand side this time. Motion to the right-hand side, end around. Oh, and big play
Great
by
tackle.
Hurricanes defense number 48, Nathan Fifield.
And you know what? We're seeing a lot of patterns here tonight. That's the second time Fifield made the exact same play with the exact same shoestring tackle.
It'll be third and long.
Now, you got to be impressed with both defenses. They've been able to get into the heads of both offensive coordinators. There doesn't look like there's too many surprises here. So with the score 3 for the Red Bombers, 2 for Holland College, it comes down to execution and breaks.
Yeah, and a couple of lucky bounces on both sides. But the score currently with 6.5 left in the third quarter, the score unchanged from the first quarter. 3-2 for the Bombers.
Good punt by the Bombers, high, not
Very
too far
high.
downfield.
That's a problem. Yeah, so
And
they're
the
going to blow that
referees
dead
blow it up
immediately.
just to make sure that there's not too much conflagration in center field. So it'll be first down and 10 for Holland College.
Yeah, so that's the football equivalent of the infield fly rule, where if the punt is not deep enough, they'll blow it dead just to avoid to avoid injuries and unnecessary penalties, because there's no way that you can give 5 yards when it's that short.
And for all you Montreal Canadiens fans out there, given it's a 3-2 score in the third quarter, this is obviously the home of Jake Allen, the goaltender of the Montreal Canadiens. He'd be very happy with this score, but not if he was watching his football team. So we've got 6:10 left in the third quarter. First down and 10 for the Holland College Hurricanes. Looking to his right-hand side.
Oh.
Flare pass well over the head of the intended receiver, number 11, Kyle Cameron.
Yeah, and he paused there for a second. I think he was looking for a different receiver that made a cut that he didn't expect, and didn't adjust to his man in the flats. So slight miscue there on the part of the Hurricanes.
We've got a Holland College player down. A little bit of discomfort, looks like the left ankle. So again, we want to thank UNB Athletics for all the support that they give the UNB Red Bombers. And don't forget, this is the Tony Proudfoot Memorial Game. Lauren, if you could take a pan to the left-hand side and look at the banners that we have down the left-hand side. We've got the banner for number 24, Tony Proudfoot, that we're naming after the Tony Proudfoot game this evening.
There we go.
And remember, Tony was a stalwart safety for UNB and then went on to play for, actually he was a linebacker for UNB, went on to play for the Montreal Alouettes and won a Grey Cup with the Alouettes in the famous Ice Bowl in the Olympic Stadium, and then went on to play for BC Lions and then resided in the West End of Montreal. So it's a big deal for the Proudfoot game, and we want to say hi to Charlie Proudfoot if he's watching with his family tonight, who's usually here for us.
Wide open. Oh, nice little juke this time.
Number 2, Brian Fitzgerald with the catch for Holland College, but not able to get past the first down marker. Looks like third down with a 2 or 1 yard left to go.
So we've been giving a lot of props to Cole Schneider today. This time, so you saw, so that was, so Brian Fitzgerald is obviously adjusted to Cole's style a little bit, and he knew that Cole, that Cole was going to be right on him, so he did a little juke there before he turned around, and it was enough to avoid Cole, but not enough for the first down.
So again, I think we pointed out that UNB has this brand new field. It's a gorgeous looking field, but we're going to have a lot of wear and tear in between the 40s here, as both teams has had a tough time getting within the 30s of the respective defenses to get into scoring position. But right now, Holland College is on the 30-yard line asking questions of the UNB defense.
Yeah, I'm not sure what we missed there. There was a penalty that pushed them up 15 yards and gave them the first.
It was a shot to the head, according to it.
Must have been.
It's either a shot to head or what was he thinking, according to Jeff Landine. Looking to his right, fakes the pass. We got a flag on the play. Oh, my goodness. Number 9, Jake Richards walks into a wall of defense with UNB.
Cam Hayward.
But I think this is going to be coming back. I think that's going to be a holding penalty against Holland College for holding the.
Jake Richards trying to check his helmet to feel what's, and we look rough play. Oh, I see, blocking below the knees against Holland College. That should take him back minimum 10 yards, if not 15.
Yeah, and I think, and I don't remember who the defender was in the backfield, but he did look like he had a beat on Richards.
And it looks like UNB defense has some options here as to what they take. They've decided to take. They may have had a couple of penalties they're allowed to take here, but they've given their indication to the head referee. He's going to let us know what the final decision is. Again, that's rough play, blocking below the knees.
Looks take Holland College back.
So I think a 10-yard penalty and a loss of down. So 10, yes. 10, 15.
It's a 10-yard penalty, but we're at second down.
Yeah, it just looks like they've marked it a little further than 10. Regardless, second and very long. Let's see what the Hurricanes do.
Good snap by the Hurricanes. Flushed out of the pocket by Red Bombers.
Jake Richards showing some bravery today.
Jake Richards doing a great job of at least making some kind of gains, but not enough.
So that was clearly a pass that he did not intend to keep that there.
So this is going to be interesting. This is on the 35-yard line of UNB. If they're able to make a field goal, they'll be able to take the lead. But there's also an option of trying to make a punt to at least tie the game if they're able to have the ball deadened in the end zone. And it looks like they're going to choose to punt.
Yeah, this would be a tough field goal.
Good punt, nice and high to the left-hand side. Not deep enough. Ooh. And Shankasaurus to the left-hand side, out of bounds. It'll be first down and 10, UNB, and the score remains 3, UNB Red Bombers, 2, Holland College Hurricanes, with 4:39 left in the third quarter. And we want to thank our partners Aurora Productions for doing such a marvelous job with these images tonight, and the UNB fans for coming out on a gorgeous October night. I was going to say September, but we flipped the
That's right.
we flipped
Just
the
switched
calendar,
over.
so it's October the 1st, and here we go.
It's a run to the left. Freeze for a pickup of a couple of yards before being brought down.
To John Freeze.
And Freeze to the left-hand side, taken down at the knees.
Second and 8 UNB.
Ian, I gotta say, you're throwing out a lot of dad jokes tonight.
Well,
It's,
if these guys would put a little more offense, I could save the jokes, but I mean, we got to find something to keep everybody watching.
I don't know what you're talking about. I think this is fantastic. I love a good pitcher's duel.
Holland College trying to help their defense here. We got a good snap. Motion to the right-hand side. Looking downfield to the left-hand side. And close to a catch. But number 16, Jake Lynch on defense for Holland College was able to deny that. It's a third down and long for Red Bombers. Chances are they're going to punt here.
Yeah, punt squad comes on. Dominique did a great job of getting that ball out of his hands at all with a couple of guys on him. Holland College had an interesting it looked like they were going to play a man defense and then right at the snap drop back into a zone. I haven't seen, maybe you guys have, I haven't seen that kind of late coverage change yet. So they may be looking like they're getting a little creative. Showing pre-snap, some pre-snap motions.
Well, should be no drama here. UNB wants to get this as far downfield as they can. Good snap by the Bombers. And great punt by the Red Bombers. Number 2, Brian Fitzgerald taken for the Hurricanes. Able to make a small gain into Red Bombers territory.
A return of about 12 yards.
Be the 41 or, 46, 47 yard line into Bomber territory. First down and 10, 3:07 left in the third quarter.
He's brought down by Donnie Sharp.
There we go. I'm muted. I started to talk, but I was muted. Here we go. We're back. 3 minutes to go in the third quarter.
Motion to the right-hand side.
Run up the middle, bottled up immediately by the Bombers' front four.
Number 5, Kepler Saint-Hilaire, who's obviously a power runner for the Hurricanes, was able to make 2 yards with second down and 8 remaining, 2:36 in the third quarter.
Yeah, he looks like a stout, powerful guy, and Bombers did a great job bringing him down quickly.
Defensive backs like you didn't want him to get past the line of scrimmage.
I wouldn't have touched him. I wouldn't have touched him. He'd have been fine. He'd have been fine if he made it to my secondary.
Motion right. Looks downfield, down the middle, and skips a pass, incomplete. Number 33 for the Red Bombers, Jordan Colpitz, had an opportunity to be close to the ball, but it hit the ground. Looks like Hurricanes are going to give the ball back to the Red Bombers with 2:05 left in the third quarter.
2 and out, 2 and out, 2 and out. Jordan Colpitz looking for the interception that was called back on him last time due to a pass interference, illegal hands.
So for any of our fans that are dance aficionados, this looks like a two-step tonight. We're not getting anywhere near a 1-2-3 for a waltz. So let's see if we can do any kind of a drive on either offense.
I just want a team to see. I want to see a fake punt. We're not going to see it right now. With a
bit of a flare to the left-hand side of the Red Bombers, to the benefit of Holland College. Big return coming up with LaFleur, I think.
Oh, it gets tripped up. Yeah, he had a tough job. He was going to try to come back.
Shoestring tackle by number 10, Logan Graves from Holland College.
Yeah, Matt wanted to be the hero on that. That was a tall order. If he got past Graves, there was 2 Hurricanes
With under
to
2
go
minutes left in the third
on that
quarter,
lateral line
UNB
that would have he would have had to
takes
get
over
past.
their own 15-yard line.
Regardless, Bombers take over 1st and 10. They're pretty deep in their own end at about their 16-yard line on their 16-yard line.
Flare pass to the left-hand
Yeah,
side.
that's not gonna work.
Immediately snuffed by number 4 again, Hayden
Up
Makanetsky.
immediately by Hayden Mack.
Yeah, those flare passes, fire passes.
So if you remember from the second quarter, Hayden was the one who picked off that pass by UNB. Those flare passes out to the flats have not been successful, especially with Hayden being able to smell those things out. I think that's something that we could put in our back pocket for another game. It's not working against the Hurricanes.
Yeah, that's it. And they're keeping a couple of receivers there. And I think the idea is that once the receiver gets the ball, he's got 2 blockers in front of him. But what you're doing is you're just allowing the defensive backs to come up and make the play on the guy.
Pass downfield to the left-hand side.
That's a catch. That's a
Great
completion to
catch
Seb
by
Brown.
number 18, Seb Brown. First down, Red Bombers.
Oh, and a late flag.
Down, UNB.
I don't know who it's on. He might be looking at Seb on that. No, maybe the Hurricanes.
Early
Very,
in-
very late flag. So somebody said something to somebody else out here. Okay, the sticks are moving, so it's a Bombers first down regardless. But
Head
they might get an
referee's
extra
about to
15
tell
yards.
us, and it's probably somebody chattering on the Hurricane side. That's unsportsmanlike conduct against Hurricanes. I'm sure there was something nasty said to either the Bomber player or to the official, which is not a smart thing to do at this juncture of the game, because they had their Red Bombers with their backs to their goal line, and now they've got a little bit of room to breathe with 42 seconds left in the third quarter. First down and 10, Red Bombers. Motion to the right-hand side, end around. Big gain.
Ooh, nice broken tackle.
Is that 82?
No, it's not. Oh, that was Matt LaFleur.
88,
That was Matt
Matt
LaFleur.
LaFleur.
88, yeah. Yeah. Yeah, he's gonna be a tough guy to bring down.
UNB first down.
He just that first tackle. That was just a force on force.
So UNB with a little bit of momentum here, with 2 consecutive first down, not to mention a penalty that's allowed them to get close to center field.
Yeah, the problem is they've had to string all this together in this.
Last play of the third quarter.
It's going to be a keep to Domini, and he's going to get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's about it.
A little bit of skullduggery on the part of the Red Bombers, but since we're timing Noah Domini's 40 times with a calendar, I'm not sure that they were able to surprise the Holland College Hurricanes very much. But that's the end of the third quarter with the score. And we repeat, Red Bombers 3, Holland College 2.
Oh, sorry, there is going to be one more play of the quarter, it looks like.
That's interesting.
I'm not sure why, but that's what it's going to be. Okay.
Looking downfield to the right, wide open the
Dom
outside.
Hall with the catch. That's good.
Dom Hall. The catch is good.
Hall with the catch. He's close to the first down. We'll have to see where the spot is. That is the last play of the third.
Yeah, that is not a first down.
No,
though.
it looks like he got
That'll
about
be a
8
third
yards
down.
on that. It'll be second down and 2, and giving UNB offense lots of options for their second down play. But that's the end of the third quarter. And again, we're still at center field, but UNB marching with their 3rd consecutive first down on this drive.
The great thing about being at the center yard line at the quarter switch is that you don't have to walk that far. and we don't have to wait that long.
Justin always looking for the preservation of energy for the defense.
So I'm curious about what the Bombers are going to do here. 2 yards, about 2 yards.
Well, it kind of depends. Now, I think I give UNB credit, and offensive coordinator Turner Sturgeon, I think, will want to keep this momentum. Whereas if you want to do something a little bit more aggressive with only 2 yards to go, this is your opportunity to do play action and try and get something downfield. But on the other hand, if you can get your fourth first down on this drive, there's nothing wrong with keeping up a little momentum and asking the questions of the Holland College defense.
Yeah, they're going to punt
So
it,
for the first play of the fourth quarter.
Oh, yeah. That's got to be a flag. Yeah, so, okay, there we go. Fake punt. Intercepted, doesn't matter, it's coming back. Holland College was offside, so that's going to be a 5 yards and first down for the Bombers. None of this matters.
So we apologize to the audience. I thought
late flag.
I thought we had second down. That was third down, and that's why they set up for the punt.
Yeah.
But either with a hard count, UNB was able to get Holland College to jump offside. I think the head referee is going to tell us that this ball is going to be back in the hands of UNB. We'll find out what that secondary flag had to do.
Yeah, that's got to be a late hit or objectionable conduct. We'll see. And the other thing we can't ignore either is that it could have been UNB that flinched, which would make it the offside on UNB, not on the Hurricanes.
Based on the way the officials are moving, I think it's the first infraction's against Holland College, but we have no idea what the second infraction is.
Yeah, I think so, and they're just trying
Holland
to figure
College
out how.
captain's working really hard to convince the referees that at least the second one's going against them.
Yeah.
And Justin, tell me if I'm wrong, but this line judge over here looks like the head judge that got injured last week's game.
That's exactly him. Yeah. So he's on the line today, and I used to know his name and I can't think of it right now. But good. It was good to see him. He left, but he did come back in at the end of the game last week. So it's good to see.
See, this ball's coming back, but I think they're going to march it off for at least a first down. Here we go. Head referee goes. Second down.
Oh, there. So the penalty is against Holland College. So there you go. So 5
Rough
yards,
play.
and then bonus yards, and then additional. So 5 yards for the offside, which gives them the first down, and then it'll be 10 yards on top of that.
No, the 2 was second down, or that meant 2 penalties. Must have been 2 penalties.
2 penalties.
Yeah, it must have been. There was an initial penalty as far as offside.
Hurricanes are upset.
Either way, we have first down and 10 for the Red Bombers, just over the 40-yard line inside Holland College territory, with 14:36 in the fourth quarter.
Inside Holland College's 40-yard line.
Yep, some sort of 10-yard penalty against the Hurricanes, it looks like. So 15 yards up the field and first down for the Bombers. Yep.
Oh, looks like we're going to take another trip.
Okay, we got another one. We're not sure what's going on up here. You know, something maybe we'll work on for the future. We've got to get these refs mic'd up so we know what's going on.
So UNB packing their bags for a short vacation, a little bit closer to the Holland College goal line. It looks like we've got first down and 10. UNB inside the 25-yard line. Looks like about 23 yards away. First down and 10 with 14:36 left in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, so I think we might have had 2 unnecessary roughness penalties there. Bombers with their best chance of the game so far on offense.
Running play to Freeze up the middle. Good solid gain, 4 or 5 yards.
John Freeze with the carry.
So I think what we're going to see here, if I know the Sturgeons at all, we're going to see some really fundamental, a couple of runs up the middle, and then a creative kind of pass at about the third or fourth play.
So as we see, we're having a quick conference with the UNB quarterback on what his options are for second down and the better part of 4 yards here. Gives UNB all kinds of options.
Yeah, they could do anything here.
Now, not like the Sturgeons ever followed me, but I would think given all the stuff that they've done, if you fake a dive up the middle and you have an end around to the right-hand side, you might have a successful play here. But we have a Holland College player who's down. This is what the delay is.
There's actually, I think, 2 Hurricanes down. One of them is the defensive line.
Oh, you're right.
Which could be an impact on what the play call is here. You know what? I bet we're going to see another run up the middle here. Why not?
So again, I want to thank all the UNB alumni for coming out this weekend to support the Red Bombers, and especially Kim McPherson for the donation of the football from the 1970s victory of UNB over St. Mary's, giving that for the trophy case for the Red Bombers. Coach Dollamore was out. Coach Bourne was out. We had Athletic Director Clint Hamilton and VP of Advancement to help have a conversation with everybody. It was just a lovely afternoon, and we hope that more of alumni will take the trip to see this gorgeous new field at BMO Field. Looks like we're about to get back into the action with 14-16 left in the fourth quarter. UNB threatening inside the 20-yard line of Holland College Hurricanes.
And John Freeze with another run up the middle. He's turning this into something. That's a first down for sure.
John Freeze showing it's a breeze to come up the middle of the Holland College Hurricanes for a first down. Red Bombers! And you can see John with the counter. He starts to make the motion to the right-hand side. They pull the guard from the right-hand side, opens up a gaping hole, and he just has a dipsy doodle and a tiptoe inside the 10 for first down and goal.
Yeah, that was a really nice
for the UNB Red Bombers.
Go right back to Freeze here. Why not?
Motion to the left, but still coming up the middle to Freeze. Don't sneeze. It's John Freeze, and it's a breeze into the middle of Holland College for second down. Holland College trying to pump up their defense.
Inside the 5-yard line now.
It will be 2nd and 4.
So again, questions will be asked of Holland College defense. Is it going to be another play up the middle? Are we going to start to do some skullduggery around, or are we actually going to put the ball up in the air?
This is going to be a pass to the right. This is going to be a pass to the right for sure. They're going to.
And our defensive branch says pass to the right.
Yeah. Oh, toss to the left.
Good call.
But it's good for. Oh, is it good? I don't
see
think
no
it is.
signal.
No,
I think
it
he's
is not.
just shy.
It's just shy. Just shy. Third down. Third down on the 1-yard line.
He gets knocked out at the 1.
So with a little more than a yard to go, with 12:42 in the fourth quarter, Red Bombers are knocking at the door of the Hurricanes. Not taking a lot of time in this.
Now they're going straight up the middle here.
Everyone's tight into the offensive line. Looks like a sneak.
No, he's short. He's short.
I don't see a signal.
Dominique keeps.
I thought he was in. No signal. They're not giving him the touchdown.
No, so that'll be a turnover on the Hurricanes.
Let's watch the replay. He goes slightly to the left-hand side. According to the officials, he did not break the plane.
It looks like he might have been there, but
well, Holland College, the officials don't give him the touchdown. Again, defense charting the course for this evening, and the Hurricanes withstand an incredible challenge by the Red Bombers with a long, long drive, and still nothing to show for it. Now, on the other hand, defenses are charting the course. If you're less than a yard, there's big questions on what you're going to do.
Yeah, the Bombers cannot be upset about this.
I'd be upset.
Well, I mean, they missed the major, but
new quarterback for Holland College, number 17, Hunter Pruce.
And a bobbled snap right out of the gate. And this is going to be a defensive touchdown right here. Fumble recovery by the Bombers.
Touchdown, Bombers!
Jonah Lockhart, I think, was the guy who jumped on that ball.
Let's watch this. We got a new quarterback. Can't find the handle. Bad snap. Fumbles around at the end of the end zone. He fumbles it forward. And number 40. Cameron Hayward.
Cameron Hayward jumped on the ball and scored the defensive touchdown.
There's your defensive stand.
Defense bringing it home for the Red Bombers.
Cameron Hayward falls on that in the end zone.
A flag just went. This is going to be an objectionable conduct against the Bombers.
Why would you have a penalty there?
Somebody must have said something.
We have the head official asking the head referees for a conference.
No, the coaches. This is going to be the coaches.
I'm sorry, for the coaches, yeah.
Yeah. So this is interesting. So without a doubt, the touchdown was good. We had the signal on the field. The Bombers will have 6 points there. Now we'll see what's going to happen for the point after attempt. I think it's looking like the point after attempt will come back a little bit, or maybe the yards will be applied on the kickoff. We'll see.
Both head coaches look like they're having a better time talking to themselves than they are to the head referee. So we'll see what this decision is.
You know, I love Vince's hand motions, hand talk. He's a man of conviction. Oh, are they calling it a possible safety?
They're calling a safety, not a touchdown. I have a sneaking suspicion they're calling that the quarterback stepped out of bounds while he was fumbling the ball. But if he didn't have possession.
Yeah, they're calling it a safety. Unfortunately, they don't do video replays.
Let's watch the replay and watch the back of the end zone after 17 doesn't take the handle. Watch his feet.
Oh, you can't see him. You can't see him while he falls.
Yeah, we don't have an angle from that camera, but I think the officials are claiming that at some particular point, number 17 was out of bounds, which would make it a safety versus a fumble that allows UNB to recover it as a touchdown.
Yeah, but I don't know if he ever had possession there. This would be one. If you had 45 cameras on the field like an NFL game, it'd be
there's a question of possession. There's also a question of where the ball was.
Yeah. Yes.
And I mean, our buddies at Aurora gave us a great replay on that, but somehow we just can't tell where the referees were making that call and where the line judges were. And if we had another projection, I'd love to see if the line judges were actually on the line to make that play or they were making a guess.
Oh, we'll see it again here.
Here we go again. I don't think we're going to see anything definitive. Let's watch that left foot.
Oh, he was right there. He was right, but this is the guy that's called the touchdown too.
He didn't signal a touchdown.
Well, that's the guy that eventually did signal.
Watch the white hat come here.
Yeah.
And he's going to blow the whistle and look down.
No, but then at the very end there, he was the one that signaled the touchdown.
Calling that defensive touchdown. The call actually is
That's a tricky one. That's a tricky one. That's a tricky one. Regardless, the ultimate call is that it's going to be a safety. So 2 points for the Bombers.
For UNB. UNB will take possession of the ball at their own 35.
These defensive games are fun. These are interesting.
Well, right now we've got 11:59 left in the fourth quarter. UNB Red Bombers 5, Holland College 2. Thank God with a goaltender and a close hockey game, we've got a player like Lafleur on our side, and we're going to have a chance to go for more scores in the fourth quarter for the Red Bombers. First down and 10 from the Red Bombers 45, 11:59 left in the fourth quarter.
Go back to John Freeze. This time the Hurricanes all over it.
John Freeze met by number 7 Tyler Hobbs and 16 Jake Lynch.
He's wrapped up early by Tyler Hobbs and a number of other Holland College Hurricanes.
Well, we wouldn't necessarily call 3 points a cushion, but the way this game has been going, it's as best a cushion as they've had. If UNB wants to do anything, they're going to have to put the ball in the air or do something of some skullduggery of misdirection to see if they can get a first down on this play.
Yeah, and and this is
blitz, flare pass.
It's back to Lafleur.
Shy of the first down by 5-6 yards. The way they threw that pass out into the flats on the right-hand side, I thought they were going to do a cherry picker down.
Yeah, but I think, it was just a little bit, execution was off a little bit. It's, I don't remember, I can't recall the last time I saw a game this low scoring, and it's really just a series of excellent, well-executed defensive plays. Sometimes you see these kinds of games when the weather is really bad or, when an offense is struggling, but neither offense is really struggling here so much as they are getting beat by excellent defensive play. So it's going to be a punt for the Bombers. Good
punt downfield by the Bombers. Nice tight spiral. Backing up.
Well fielded.
Holland College number 2, Brian Fitzgerald with the return. Looks like he's down somewhere around the 35-yard line of Holland College.
Returned by Brian Fitzgerald for 10
And with 10:17 left in the fourth quarter,
at their own 30.
Holland College picks it up, first down.
We almost had a touchdown, Ian. A defensive touchdown.
So if you've stuck with us all night, thank you so much. This will give you a couple of minutes to go into the kitchen, get yourself a Coke, brew yourself a coffee, anything with caffeine to keep us going, to stay with us for the last 10 minutes of this fantastic contest between UNB Red Bombers and Holland College.
Oh, and okay, I see. Have a couple of possession.
Good snap, looking downfield down the middle. Flare pass incomplete, intended for number 11, Kyle Cameron.
Okay, so we'll clarify the rule on that. So thank you, Mr. Brian Gilliland, former president of the Bombers. He gave a rule clarification here. Oh yes, okay, and he commented on where I went to. But so where the ball on the safety play, possession apparently does not matter so much. If he was touched out of bounds, if he was out of bounds and any part of his body touched the ball, that ball is out of bounds. So possession is not a factor there.
I think Brian's spending way too much time in Prince Edward Island to tell us.
Given that I don't know the rule,
We had trips on the left-hand side, 211 wide open, but a great tackle by, you should have known, number 33, Jordan Colpitz. But it'll be a first down for Holland College Hurricanes with 9:22 left in the fourth quarter. Just over the 45-yard line, first down and 10, Hurricanes.
So thank you, Brian, for that clarification. Ian has some doubts, but I believe you. Regardless, and it doesn't matter anyways because there's no video replay in this league, obviously.
Got trips on the left-hand side. Looking to the left, downfield, down the middle.
Oh! Off the helmet of the intended receiver,
Off
Daniel.
two different hands of Holland College. A little bit of argy-bargy, which is impressive for number 1, Daniel.
Daniel.
That I don't think he has the physical structure to start pushing around a bunch of Red Bomber defensive players, but, God bless him.
Take that back, 2nd and 10.
So 2nd down and 10, Hurricanes in their own zone.
Jake Richards got the signals from the sidelines, checking his wristband. Let's see what the Hurricane Brain Trust has come up with. Looks like we've got an even split of the wideouts. Free safety, strong safety, red and black, waiting for the ball, looking to his left-hand side, immediately downfield, wide open, number 10, first down. Holland College to Logan Graves.
So when I was playing, I played a defensive back when I was playing. I played a defensive back. I always paid attention. If there was a receiver, if my guy was early out of the huddle, I always assumed that he was not going to get the ball. And number 13 on the right-hand side was real quick out of the huddle there, and sure enough, the play went to the left. So he, I don't know if there's, I've never mapped it out. I don't know if there's any validity there, but I always pay attention for that.
So with 7:48 left in the fourth quarter, that's 2 first downs for Holland College. Asking questions of the UNB defense. First down and 10. Early movement, I thought, by Holland College.
Oh,
fumble on the play.
Helmet off. Blow dead. Yeah.
High snap.
If we can see a replay, let's see having a tough time with the handle. Number 9, Jake Richards. High snap. He's able to corral it. Goes past. Oh! UNB was so close to being able to recover that, but Holland College lucky enough to get regain possession. It's going to be 2nd down and long for the Hurricanes.
And the frustrating thing there, Morgan Martin forced to come off because his helmet came off, so he cannot play in the next play.
Chin straps getting tighter. Shoulder pads getting heavier with 7 minutes left in the fourth quarter. Good snap, looking to the left-hand side. Flare pass. Incomplete. Looks like UNB had a chance for the pick on that. Number 15 was Duran Killam.
Richard's pass.
Not able to pick it up. It'll be third down. Looks like it'll be a change of possession. Holland College punting to UNB with 6:39 left in the game.
The old 1-2 continues.
Just over 6 minutes left in this game.
Again, goaltending being the secret of this game, with UNB Red Bombers 5, Holland College 2.
Seeing
Good punt by Holland College to the right-hand side, taken easily. Matt LaFleur still up, and he's making great progress up the left-hand side. Able to make it to center field. Brought down by number 81, Chase LePage.
LaFleur, he brings it out to midfield.
the kickers. If anybody's being tested today,
It'll
it's
be
the kickers.
First down, UNB.
We're seeing a lot of
Here
good
we go in
punts.
the replay. We've got a good run to the left-hand side. Good blocking on UNB side. Some suspicious tackling on the part of Holland College, letting 2-3 different tackles not able to bring him down. But then again, it's a serious running back. So we're right at center field. 6 minutes left. Interesting question for UNB offense. Do they go for the touchdown, or are they going to let the clock be their friend and try and run this down with running plays?
I think it's running plays. It's running plays.
Mr.
That's a
Freeze
lot of time.
wide open on the
Wow.
right-hand side. Don't go out of bounds. Thank you.
Of course, if you can pick up big gains like that, why not?
John Freeze, but if you go out of bounds, this clock
It
stops.
does, yeah, it does. I don't know if he had a choice there.
It'll be a first down, UNB.
I guess he could have slid.
And as you heard from our announcer, Jeff Landine, that's a first down. UNB Red Bomber.
Yeah, big pickup by John Freeze there. Big pickup. Not to take away from his efforts.
The clock is running with less than 6 minutes. Let's see what the UNB offense does. Let's see if we can keep it in the lines. A little bit of motion to counter again. John Freeze
ball
one
on
more
the
time,
ground.
and he fumbles.
Recovered by the Bombers.
Fumble on the foot, but it is
Fortunate by the
recovered
UNB
refs.
Red Bombers.
Yeah, heads up play. It looks like Mitch Shaw, I think, was the guy there.
Mitch Shaw with the recovery.
And as ever, the brain trust of the soundtrack of the Red Bombers. After the Red Bombers have been fumbling, it's time for Tumblin' Dice. We claim it's second down and 10 Red Bombers. Clock is still running. A little bit of motion up the middle, up the right-hand side again. John Freeze
nice
and a
job.
lovely run. Close to a first down.
That's a
I think
first down.
he's
That's a
over.
first down. That's,
No
yeah.
flags on the play. That'll be good for a UNB first down.
First down, Red Bombers. We had great motion. Watch 87 leading the blocking for UNB Red Bombers, Brady Manderville. So UNB offense taking the option of making sure that we're going to use the clock as our friend, keeping the ball in hand and running it right up the gut against Holland College. First down and 10 inside the 30-yard line of the Holland College Hurricanes. Once again to John Freeze. Right up the middle, looks like a 6 or 7 yard gain.
Hand off to Freeze. He picks up what looks like 6. It'll be second down, UNB.
Clock is ticking. Less than 4 minutes in the game. Second down, Red Bombers. Asking serious questions of the Holland College defense. Second and 4. John Freeze once again looks to the left-hand side. Big play by number 48.
Freeze gets caught in the
Nathan
backfield.
Fifield with the tackle for the Holland College Hurricanes. It'll be third down and 4. Just inside the 20-yard line. My bet would be that the special teams field goal attempt would happen for the Red Bombers. 3:22 left in the game. 5 UNB Red Bombers, 2 Holland College Hurricanes. If they're successful with this field goal, the score would be 8-2, still giving Holland College a chance to be victorious if they're able to get a converted touchdown. This is a significant play for the Red Bombers. Kicks away. It is wide left. Holland College returns it. Holland College making great gains up the middle of the field. Big return for Holland College. Flag on the play, number 6. Parker Orr for Holland College, bringing it back all the way past their 40-yard line.
He returns it out over the 40, and there is a penalty flag on the play.
Significant return by Holland College.
So Parker doing his best Matt LaFleur impersonation there.
Well, Parker was more of a dipsy doodler than Matt LaFleur running over people, but still, bottom line was, this looks like rough play. Horse collar tackle against UNB, and there's going to be another 15 yards against the Red Bombers.
That one hurts, that extra 15 yards.
Well, to not only get the field goal, to not get the point, and then hand that extra yardage back to Holland College and bring them back into their own territory. That's defensive head coach has to go wild on that one. First down and 10, 2:56 left in the game.
And there's the 3-minute warning. Pass down the middle, incomplete. That'll bring up 2nd down and 10 for the Hurricanes on the Bombers' 50-yard line.
Richard's pass. Incomplete. It'll be 2nd down, Holland College.
Oh, and it looks like a Bomber needs some attention. I think that is Ryan Lee. He's been a standout linebacker for the Bombers, so this is a bit of a concern. But he started to walk towards the bench and then took a knee. I think he's just looking for a little bit of time so that he can take his time to
Kerwin
get off the
Curry
field.
coming out to replace him. 2:42. Everything's getting tighter for both teams right now. Tight ball game. Less than 3 minutes left in the game. And kudos to the Bomber fans that have stuck it out this evening. Gorgeous night, but still not exactly the bombing climbs we would normally see it in the afternoon. 2nd down and 10 for the Hurricanes. I think we're going to see a seam pass to the left-hand side. Flushed out towards the right, making signals to his receivers. 67 for the Red Bombers. Alex Murdoch bring him down before he gets within 1st down range. No flags on the play. 2:33 left in the game. Here's the decision. Looks like special teams for Holland College are coming out.
You're almost getting to the point where you can't make that decision anymore. I'm a little surprised by this. This might be where you would see a fake punt. Richards on that last play looked like he was doing a good job.
You've been begging for a fake punt all game. If you're going to bring it up, now's the time.
Now's the time. This is one of the funnest things. They're always exciting.
Is funnest a word?
Nope. But you knew what I meant, didn't you?
Oh, short snap, throws over the middle, incomplete, failure to gain. 1st down, Red Bombers.
There you go. There you go.
Fake punt.
Fake punt. And the only unfortunate thing about that one, just a little bit poorly executed. I'm not sure that it sort of almost caught the Hurricanes by surprise. Are we going to see that one again, maybe? Yep, we're going to see that one again. Here we go.
We were too busy congratulating ourselves, and Trevor had it right away.
Yeah.
Short snap, 13 throws. Oh, it just threw it a little bit behind him.
Yeah, a little bit behind, yeah.
So here we go. Here comes the questions. We've got 2:20 left. The clock is UNB's friend.
Yeah. You just got to see a series of run plays here, right?
Freeze up again. Oh, big run up the left-hand side.
Yeah, that'll work.
Looks like a first down. I don't see any flags on the play.
13, it'll be
And of course, as you pointed out earlier, Ian, he managed to stay inbounds this time. So that's exactly what the Bombers are looking for.
So now the UNB offense is about freezing the defense of Holland College to make sure that they're not able to get the ball back and be able to come away with a victory with 5-2.
And Ian, who are they going to hand the ball off to make that happen?
Well, it's Mr. Novocaine, John Freeze. And after he gets his first degree from UNB, I'm sure he's going to go into dentistry. Freeze once again.
Oh, nice
Initial
little
contact.
dive
He's
there.
wide open on the left-hand side. Goes down. Looks like he's just
That's
short
another-
of a first down, which is not a bad thing. 1:47 left in the game.
Yeah, he is going to be just short. I thought he made it, but
That's not a bad thing.
no.
Because if you're at first down, the clock stops. If you're at second down, it's going to continue to run.
Yeah, there you go.
And if UNB knows how to manage this clock, they're going to take their time before they snap this next ball. Change of personnel, putting a little bit more beef on the field. 1:47 left. Waiting for the ref. Time is in. Let's watch them. They did 1:47. Looks like they're snapping this much quicker than they necessarily need to. Quarterback sneak up the middle. Looks like they've got lots of yardage to get that first down.
Noah Domini.
Yep, first down.
And he picks up the first down.
And there's a hurricane slow to get up, so they're going to take a look at him. The Bombers, I mean, I think, the Bombers are going to try to grind this out, move yards here and there. And if that's the approach they're taking, if they're not looking for big chunk yards, we do have a bit of a distance to get to the end zone.
Well, that's it. I mean, while I'm sure they'd be happier with a touchdown or two here, it's if you're playing the odds, it's about making sure that you keep the ball in hand and making sure that the clock runs. So while this isn't what the Bombers want with a player down, doesn't look like he had a very serious injury. That's number 52, Andrew Sabrocci. But it's coming back off on his own steam. Referees are going to blow this back in. If the Bombers have their whereabouts, they're going to take their time before they make the next stop at first down and 10, just over the 40-yard line, threatening on Holland College end zone with 1:31 left in the game.
UNB, first down from the Holland College 40.
Oh,
Counterplay to Ryan Lee. He's
That was a
found some
fun little
room
one.
out on the right-hand side.
he's going to pick up a lot.
Do not go out of bounds. Ryan Lee out to 32.
Ryan Lee with
The
catch.
great
He
gain
gets
first down, but stops the clock going out of bounds.
UNB
And for
first
no
down.
advantage there either. I don't think he picked up yards by running in that direction. He easily could have cut back in. But you know what? Great run. Great run.
Oh, phenomenal for UNB, but if he decided to just slide before he went out of bounds,
Yeah. Or
then
cut back in
the
and
clock
drop his
continues to
shoulder,
take off at least another 24 seconds, where now that we've got at least got, it's 1:07 left. First down, UNB, counterplay again, inside
Lee.
Ryan Lee,
And,
flag on the play.
Late flag. I think that's going to be a late hit on
He picks up a
Dominic.
couple yards. There is a penalty flag on the play.
Oh,
It's rough play against UNB.
so no, he made a mistake. Yeah.
Head referee's playing Hully Gully with us. He gives us initial indications against UNB, and just to make sure we sound like goofs, he turns it again against Holland College.
He did give that little shake of the head, though. He knew
But
he made a mistake right
UNB
away.
Red Bombers have to be happy that the head referee decided to change that initial indication. That's a penalty. Puts a little bit more distance for UNB closer to the goal line, but does stop the clock at 1:02 in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, so at this point, if the Bombers score here, that just gives the Hurricanes free license to just hurl the ball down the field 3 times in a row over and over again.
Yeah, but they'd have to score twice.
It'll be first
So
and goal.
first and goal on the 2-yard line. I
Let's
think
have
that's
some
what it is.
noise.
1.5-yard line.
I think this is a breeze. Hand it to Freeze.
Oh, and it's going to be a timeout.
Reds.
Red Bombers.
Not a bad call by Noah Domini, just to make sure that he checks in. Looks like we're going to bring in some more prime Red Bomber beef to
It's tough to stop those guys.
with 1:02 left in the game. UNB Red Bombers 5, Holland College 2. First down and goal.
Holland College personnel confusion, but they seem to have sorted it out.
UNB taking their time. Quarterback sneak to the right-hand side. Looks
And
like a
he's in
touchdown,
for a
UNB.
There it is, touchdown!
Domini calls his own number and crosses the goal line. That is the first touchdown of the game.
So with 59 seconds left in the game, we have the first major score.
Noah Domini decides to take a stroll to the right-hand side and add 6 points to the scoreboard for UNB Red Bombers.
I'll admit, Ian, it took them long enough. It took them long enough to score something, especially after that last drive.
Thank goodness for 2 yard. We haven't timed them in the 2-yard dash, but in the 40. With a score 11, Red Bombers were looking for an extra point. Looks good. Oh, misses the BMO complex.
Short kick. It's good. Short of the roof.
1 minute left. That makes the score UNB.
And two banners to the right of Jacob Hanscom.
So, with 59 seconds left in the game, UNB Red Bombers 12, Holland College Hurricanes 2, which means Holland College has to score twice within the next minute. Daunting challenge, not to say that hasn't been done before. UNB set to kick off to Holland College.
Yeah, and football fans, I'm sure you're familiar. You see this score all the time, right? 12-2. That's a common football score, isn't it? Not at all.
Last time I saw this was the beginning of my 649 numbers. Number 32, Ryan Lee, will kick off the ball for UNB. We've got number 2, Brian Fitzgerald, and I think number 1, our friend Daniel, receiving the ball for Holland College. Low kick to the left-hand side. Good pickup by Holland College. Coming right up the middle.
Ooh, nice
Found
return.
a gap, and he's away.
Huge return. Huge return.
He could go all the way.
And it looks like he...
I don't see a signal.
oh, yeah, there is one. Yeah, they're calling that. That's a touchdown Hurricane.
Can we see a
Holy
replay,
smokes,
please?
We got to see that. Putting our camera people to the test here, see if we can track that. This is unreal.
Answers back.
So
when
all day the Bombers have had fantastic coverage and tackling, and on this last return of the game, one of the last returns of the game here, it just breaks wide open.
That looks like a touchdown, Holland College.
And Nkongkum Malimba, Daniel, scores the major.
And just to make sure UNB didn't want to be accused of padding the over and under at Vegas, they allow Holland College to score a major, and it looks like they're setting up for 1 point, which would make it 12-9 if they're successful, with 42 seconds left in the game.
Unreal.
Kick is good.
I guess not offenses, because that was special teams, but the majors being
Score
safe.
is now 12. UNB Red Bombers 9. Holland College Hurricanes. 42 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And the question has to be asked, is Holland College going to try a short kick?
Yeah, I mean that's obvious. And I think you have the Bombers coaching staff talking to their team down there, prepping them for that likely event.
So the question is, has this been practiced by Coach Sturgeon? Do you put the big boys out, or do you put the boys out with hands for a short kick who are able to snuff this out?
So fortunately for the Bombers, they got a lot of big guys that can catch, which is pretty rare. And I'm just trying to identify some of the guys that are out there. And I didn't note who was out there before, but I bet that they have faith in the guys that they have
So
fall
everybody
spot they
watching
need
our
to.
broadcast, keep in mind the ball has to travel 10 yards before anybody from Holland College is able to touch it. Or if UNB touches it and they aren't able to keep possession, Holland College is able to recover it. This is what makes this play more exciting.
They're just building anticipation. There it is. It's 10 yards. It is recovered by the Bombers. Bombers have the ball on their own 50-yard line.
Holland College was able to make the first contact, but Red Bombers were able to collect that. It's going to be first down, Red Bombers.
Yeah, that was a good kick by the Hurricanes. I think they gave themselves an excellent chance. It didn't work out for them. Bombers have the ball.
It'll be a first down. UNB with 40
There's 40 seconds left.
So I'm not able to see the timeouts left by Holland College.
It's 1-1.
It's 1-1. So with 40 seconds left, and what is it? I'm going to ask Jeff, is it 20 seconds, 24 seconds between the snap that allowed the clocks? And how many seconds in when it's blown in, how many times before you got to snap it? 20 seconds or 24? 20. There's a snap. There's the counter for Freeze up the middle, makes 3 yards.
John Freeze up the middle.
Brought down. Holland College should call a timeout here.
Yep. Yeah, they're calling it there.
And they do with 30 seconds left. So 4 seconds has come off the clock. So that's the end of the timeouts for Holland College.
Timeout called by UNB.
So the Bombers really need one first down here.
So the way that they either need a first down or 20 seconds is going to go to bring it down to 16 seconds. And then if they don't get a first down, they're going to have to give up possession. And Holland College is going to have somewhere between 15 to 14 seconds left to make up the difference of the 3 points to either tie the game or score something else to be victorious. Well, we didn't have a lot of drama for most of the game, fans, but we do now. What are the Red Bombers going to do? Are they going to do the bread and butter of coming up to John Freeze up the middle? Or are we going to do something to the outside? Chances are they're not going to throw the ball because if it's incomplete, then the clock stops.
Oh, Matt
We have
LaFleur ran to the
motion
right.
around the right. 35 is taken. Do not go out of bounds, and I think he did.
He did.
Matt LaFleur with the carry.
Interesting play call. I like that it wasn't around the middle.
Up a couple yards. It'll be
but,
third down, UNB.
But the UNB sending in their punt squad. I'm a little surprised by that. I'm surprised by that, especially after that return for a touchdown.
So it looks like it's 3rd and 4. UNB will be punting to Holland College with 30 seconds left in the game.
So I think UNB really relying on what's been the trend all game here, where their defense has been able to stand tall. But look, at the end of the game, everybody's nerves start to get a little frayed, a little edgy. I think, look, I'm not the coach. I would have ran 2 plays up the middle. And hoped for the best and been happy or been satisfied with a worst-case scenario, a turnover at the middle.
Well, if I'm UNB, I'm punting towards the right-hand sideline so there's no return.
Yeah. Oh, Hurricanes jumpy. Great kick.
Good field.
It is going to be returned, though. Oh, it's bobbled.
Fumbles the ball.
Balled it up quickly. There's another fumble. I think the Hurricanes.
I think the Hurricanes jumped on it, but the Bombers saying they have possession. I don't see anything from the officials yet. UNB saying that they've got it. I don't see any stripes telling us which direction it's going yet. Taking their time.
Oh, Hurricanes. Okay, yeah, Bombers come up with the ball, but officials have not yet signaled.
Number 30 for UNB, Ethan Ray. We've said his name numerous times. And first down, Red Bombers.
So are we going to see it? Oh, we're going to see it. Okay, we're going to see it.
Trevor's doing a phenomenal job. We'll see the bobble.
Look, and just
then he fumbles forward, fumbles again.
17 seconds
Host of people coming down right away. UNB's claiming they got the ball.
So victory formation here for the Bombers. I don't
Holland
think they
College
need
coaches
to.
don't seem to like what's going on here. They're trying to get the attention of the head referee. Well, it looks like anybody who believes in Tinkerbell does believe in fairies. That we clapped a couple of times and UNB got the ball back. Looks like it's first down and 10 with 17 seconds left. If they're able to down this ball, I don't think there's no timeouts left for Holland College. All they have to do is down the ball once, and the game is theirs.
Hurricanes players, especially those involved in the play, emotional on the sidelines. This is a big game. This means a lot for everybody. These players, without a doubt, are giving everything they have on the field right now.
Well, while we didn't see a lot of touchdowns, while we didn't see a lot of interceptions, I think we saw everything else in this game. It's been quite the defensive contest.
And so the Bombers do not have to get a first down.
Bombers
they will
kneel
kneel
for this.
out.
I think this will be enough for the game. Maybe they've got to do this one more time. Looks like that they do. The clock is ticking. This should take them down to 0. One more snap will be the end of the game.
So, 2022 Tony Proudfoot Memorial Football Game between the UNB Fredericton Red Bombers and the Holland College Hurricanes of PEI will go to the UNB Fredericton Red Bombers.
More snap, and that is it. Red Bombers victorious. 12 UNB Red Bombers, 9 Holland College Hurricanes.
We look forward to the next match
For the Tony Proudfoot Memorial Game, a good defensive player like Tony Proudfoot would be very proud of this. Justin, thanks so much for tonight. We had a great time. Want to thank our friends from Aurora. Maybe we can see a couple of replays from what we had before. And that's Roddy Bell, who wants to be seen again.
Tonight, drive safely.
While those are queuing up, we're back in 2 weeks. Watch our social media for, I believe it's 2 weeks, Ian. We'll watch
be
our social media
Dalhousie.
for time. Yeah, Dalhousie will be here in 2 weeks. I think it's 7 p.m. on a
So
Saturday
this is
night.
Justin Fries again, up the middle. Good first down for the Red Bombers. Justin Fries again. No, that's
John Fries. John Fries. That's John Fries.
John Fries.
Yeah, clearly the workhorse of the second half. Oh, no, I didn't see that little step out there. Nice little step out there from Ray.
This was a lovely play by the Red Bombers, running out the right-hand side, but again going out of bounds when they were looking at time. And this is the culminating touchdown by Noah Domine to seal the game for the Red Bombers. Just when we thought everything was in hand, Hurricanes return it for a touchdown at the end of the game to put a little bit of drama in. And then we've got the final fumble on the return. So that's done. So again, Red Bombers victorious on the Tony Proudfoot game. This is Ian McMillan for Justin Wise. Thanks so much for joining us. We had a great time. Enjoy your October 1st evening. And signing off for UNB Red Bombers football. Take care, everybody.